All right, so, Good morning. How's it going? I'm just stretching 1 sec. Okay. Ashton Stag, thank you for the head pats. Meta, thank you for the Blepperdy. Oh gosh. Good morning, Captain Word. How's it going? Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Oh gosh, please. 1 sec. Fergal, thank you for the 100 shinies. Zombie Gearhead, thank you for the prime. That's a cool name. Thank you so much. And Cyber the Wolf, thank you for the resub. Welcome back. I hope you are doing well and having a good morning. Oh gosh. There's so much. Jeez, I think my activity feed's broken. It's missing some of the notifications. Whew. Echo, another day, another chill stream. Exactly. We're just gonna keep it chill. It's Saturday morning. We're still waking up. It's fine. Amanda, thank you for the Jeez Louise. Okay, 1 sec. Blaze, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Pop Truffle, thank you for the resub. Welcome back. Good morning. 5 months, let's go. Oh boy. It's almost at a year. We're almost at a year. I'm so excited to show y'all what I got. It's gonna be so much fun. Whew. And Pulsifer Arabia, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Jeez. That's a whole lot of subs. Thank you so much. Whew. Eltrin, thank you for the 100 shinies. Sleepy Cobb. Yeah, I'm a little sleepy. I stayed up a little bit to watch Vox Machina. We finished Vox Machina, Cove and I. It's so good. It's so good. Everyone in that show is so cool and so funny. I love Grog. Grog and Pike are the best friendship I've seen. They're so supportive of each other and it makes me happy. Whew. Okay, we're 5 hours of sleep. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I mean, so long as that's enough for you. Some people only need like 5 or 6 hours of sleep. I need minimum 8. Otherwise my brain forgets how to read. Gold Boss, thank you for the hydrate. Excuse me. Pistol Happy Man, thank you for the Neko Cop redeem. Twitch person, good morning. Thank you for the breathe. I'm just reading this username and it makes me giggle a little bit. Kabla blah blah. Thank you. Oh gosh, thank you for the sub for 6 months. Jeez. Good morning to you. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the tavern. I see you've become a regular. And Zeal, thank you for the 100 shinies. Good morning, honey. Hope you have a great stream with everyone. Yeah, we're gonna take it easy. Oh gosh, my wrist. My plan was to kind of show y'all what I do to warm up for art, because I didn't know this until a couple years ago, but you're supposed to warm up your drawing implements before you start doing art. You can't just jump into it cold. And I can kind of show you why, and I thought it'd be really interesting to see. Virgil, thank you for the earwigs. And Machine King, thank you for the posture check. Excuse me. Kevin Ward, thank you for the gifted sub. Oh my gosh, it's already level 5. Jeez. Jay Scott, thank you for the resub. Good morning. How are you doing? Have you heard of Ollie Ollie World? It's a pretty fun game and I think you should try it. I don't think I've heard of that, no. Okay, I wonder what kind of game it is. Uji, hey, good morning. Just want to say thank you for the help with those model tutorials. They really helped me get started and I've been enjoying learning the program. Yeah, I'm so glad. Those are the videos I found when I wanted to learn how to do Light 2D, and Dreamtrove is very good at making fairly short videos that are pretty to the point, and I need that. I need that with my bad focus. If it can't be explained in like 5 to 10 minutes, I will immediately lose focus, and it's very unfortunate. Blaze, thank you for the 100. And Florian, thank you for the 300 shinies. Blaze, level 5 hype train first thing in the morning. Let's go look. Jeez. Ooh. Lord Salad Bar, thank you for the resub. Good morning. You've been here for 10 months, almost since the beginning. You've seen me grow. You've seen me become the Neko Gob I am today. And Nerfin Junkie, thank you for the resub. Welcome back. It's 1 a.m. in Japan now, but I gotta stay up. Oh gosh. I hope you're getting enough sleep. I wonder why you gotta stay up. You don't have to tell me if you don't want. It's all good. Uji, they're easy to follow now. I can follow like more complex tutorials now that I know the basics. Yeah, exactly. A lot of what I've been doing is looking at other people's rigs, even if they don't have tutorial videos. For example, Diariku just posted a little clip of Tricky's new model. And I was looking at the head rotations and I was like, oh, okay. Okay, I can kind of see some of these tricks that she's using. Nice. Dia's so good. Dia is incredible at models and rigging and art. Just, oh, so talented, so skilled. So much work goes into art. She's got an emotional morning, so art stream sounds nice. Yeah, it'll be nice and chill. Vaporeon, hey, welcome back. 4 months, one of the coolest and one of the most talented goblins I've ever had the pleasure to talk to. Oh, why, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. See, Scissorim, hi from Sweden. Welcome. Ooh, the cat ears are so cute. Thank you. They're an asset in VTube Studio. I did not make them myself. I just put them on because they're comfy. All right, I'm just stretching my arms really quick because I haven't stretched them. So I've got my arm behind my head, just pulling, so I got my shoulders loose. I didn't learn this until a couple years back, but you're supposed to draw with your shoulder, your elbow, and your wrist, as well as your fingers, and not just your wrist and your fingers, because otherwise that's a good way to get carpal tunnel. And you don't want that. You don't want that. So did you sleep well? Any weird dreams? Oh, I had a very stressful dream. It was very bad. I went back to school and I had a French class, but I had already graduated, but I still had to go to the class. And I was hanging out with some cool kids who were skipping, and that was stressful. I felt like such a bad kid, but then like in my mind as I was dreaming, I'm like, but I graduated. I've already graduated high school. I don't need to worry about these things. Turns out high school is a common theme in my nightmares. Unfortunate, but understandable. Is your green skin because you photosynthesize energy from the sun? Just a little bit. A little bit of sun energy as a treat. I need the vitamin D. Keeps my brain working. Wait, so school's not out forever? That rock song lied. Oh, it was a dream. It was a stupid dream to think that school would just end one day. Y'all always learning. Solar powered gob? Yeah. We're climate friendly here. Morning, spud nuts. How you doing? High school gives goblins trauma. High school kind of gives everyone trauma. Sometimes you just lay awake at night going like, oh, I was so stupid. But you learn from it, and you become a better person, hopefully. Hopefully. Please hear the moment when you're dreaming you're back in school and you have no idea where your locker is, what your combination is, or what your schedule is. Oh, that's so stressful. That sounds incredibly stressful. Hey, Blaze. Good quack morning. Wish I could tell you that school nightmares eventually stop, but they haven't for me yet, and I've been out of school for a decade. Jeez. Oh my gosh. It never ends. They're recurring. That's gonna be a therapist's problem in a couple years. Blame it on high school kids needing more sleep. That could be it. I think it's not even like bad stuff happened in high school. It's literally like high school is when you think you're more mature because you're like, oh yeah, I'm a big kid. I am close to adult. I can do adult things like buy coffee or something. But then you look back at it and go, oh, you're a stupid baby. I was a stupid baby. High school's when the hormones. It's not bad though. It's not an awful experience. Everyone's gonna have something that they're gonna have nightmares about. Turns out mine is social situations in high school and work. Surrounded, thank you so much for the stuff. For 6 months. Oh, geez. Welcome. I'm here for the long haul. I hope you're doing well. After graduation, I still feel like a kid. You never really stop, it would seem. Like, you can kind of get the hang of certain things, but you still feel like you don't know what you're doing, especially during tax season. Jeez, you don't feel like you know anything. I just want to go with my mom and cry and be like, Mom, please help me with taxes. And she does. We made it an annual event where she would double check my work so that I would feel less anxious. And so I really appreciate that. You look back and go, man, I was still a dumb kid in high school. But that's okay. That's okay. It's part of the experience. Garrett, I had a weird dream that I was talking to new VTubers. I was trying to compliment their work, but they charged you for sending DMs, and I'd already racked up a bill of $137. You see that system? That's not a good system, but I understand. Why would you charge people to DM you? I mean, like, that's a dream, I understand. But also, like... Ooh. I wonder how Twitch money goes into taxes? Not well. I'm still trying to figure it out. Because I'm trying to get receipts for everything I've purchased that is necessary. Like, the new computer I got, the, any software I've bought, and any furniture that I've used for the setup. I'm trying to gather receipts from it, but I lost one of the receipts, and so I have to I have to hope that I don't get audited for my desk, because I got a standing desk for my wrist. It should be fine. It should be fine because it's not that expensive. I think there's like a certain amount that if you claim a certain amount, they'll look at it and be like, that's a little suspicious. And then they'll give a little look. Yeah, I know Twitch has a forum. I don't understand it, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Cabal did a great breakdown of tax stuff for his Twitch work. Yeah, I've been watching Cav's streams, and Cav has been giving some very helpful advice. It's been a good time. I love listening to Cav streams. They are excellent. All right, I only have like a couple more bites of my toast, so I'm gonna eat that real quick. New stuff, new emotes? Yeah. I'm still working on emotes behind the scenes. I got a little burnt out doing them. Emotes kind of stress me out because some people do such detailed art, but it's so tiny it doesn't show up clearly. And I have to make sure that they're all readable, if that makes sense. Self-employed taxes are a nightmare, especially when you're sharing an office space. Oh yeah, definitely. Especially if you're working from home. Don't worry about emotes, but I got this stuff. I had to put them on the back burner. Toast, are you going to run to school and bump into your love? Nah, I'll trip over my own feet and lose my toast and cry. Nah, it's got avocado and hot sauce on it. As long as you don't overwork yourself. Yeah, I'm okay, Gecko. I've been making sure to pace myself and make sure I don't get burned out. Bone apple tea, sugar. I love the mispronunciations of bon appetit. They tickle my brain. Feel good. I mean, like, avocado and hot sauce is good. It's a good combination. And then just put it on some, like, whole wheat toast. It's pretty good. That avocado toast is why you can't afford a house. I can't believe I'm sabotaging my own dream of one day living in a house. Because I'm eating toast. Fairy Dragon, can I ask you a question? Go for it. Own chapel feet. Yeah, Ambos, make sure to eat. I'm kind of forcing myself to eat. Otherwise, I will lose energy halfway through stream. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Eradicacy. Yeah, it actually, it tracks when I chew. I don't chew with my mouth open because I have manners, but it registers my mouth as being open, so it's fine. Kronschnappel beef. Buen provecho. Eat slowly now, no one's rushing you. I feel like I have to hurry a little bit. Because I want to do art. She chews aggressive. I do actually chew aggressively. My siblings made fun of me for it once, and I will never forget that. Gotta eat faster, faster, faster. New Sonic movie came out. Has anyone seen it? I'm excited to see Idris Elba. Watching the mouth is quite comical. Alright, so long as it's funny, it's fine. I'm gonna see Sonic 2 on Tuesday. Yeah. Ooh. I haven't been going to a theater in a long, long time. Just because I want to be safe. But it looks so good. The original was really good, too. I really liked it. First scenario. Jim Carrey does an excellent job being a villain. It's really incredible. He's so... Excuse me. Jim Carrey would make a great VTuber. Good morning, Gomi. How are you doing today? I'm gonna take a little sip of water real quick. My question, what feelings did you have during Percy's story? Oh, I love Percy's story. It was real good. Felt good. Excuse me. Water's coming back up. I love Percy's concept is very good. Conceptually, absolutely love Percy's character arc, Percy's actions, everything makes sense. It's so good. Everyone's character is great in that show. Vox Machina. Jasper, all movies are discounted at my theater on Tuesdays, and it's always empty, so it's really perfect. Oh, nice. I have no idea how busy theaters are, so I'm not sure if I should go in if they'd be busy. The first thing I hear when I join the stream is Jim Carrey make a great VTuber. There was no lie, though. He's got an expressive face for it. Gene Famous, hey! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How are y'all doing? How is your stream, Gene? Kane, honey, do you know there's a Bob Ross channel on Twitch? Like they do Bob Ross tutorials? Jim Carrey was a VTuber, what would his model be? Eggman, of course. It would be Eggman. Just draw a 2D version of this character. Ooh, the mask would actually be really good. Hey, Makan, what's up? Patreon. I love tragic characters. It's all good fun. Man, Percy's character was really good. I don't want to spoil it in case anyone hasn't watched it, but there was a fun little double cross that I was kind of expecting. It was supposed to be a surprise, and I was like, oh, yes, I called it. I knew it. I knew it. Also, I just got here after working out my charger for the upcoming Cyberpunk game. Gotta be awesome. My buddy Logan really knows how to run a Cyberpunk game. You know that feeling when a DM is so passionate about the game they're running is contagious? Mm-hmm. The energy is very contagious when a DM is super excited. It's great. So yeah, bit of trivia. Last movie I saw at the movies was Sonic, so now I have to go again to see Sonic 2. I see. Gotta keep it going. Local insurgent. Not even a model, just a PNG of himself. You gotta start somewhere. PNG tubing, valid. Yeah, it's run by Bob Ross's son, and they just binge stream old episodes every weekend. Aww. That's kind of nice. Zero. Honey Goblin stream on my birthday. Best time to turn 29. Hey, happy birthday. Have a happy Saturday. That's my one Critical Role question for the stream. I'm trying to limit myself. It's hard. There's I don't know how many people have seen the Critical Role or the Vox Machina show, but it's very, very good. I highly recommend it. Especially if you like D&D. You can kind of name all the spells, and it's very fun. But yeah, let's go. Let's do some art. Let's do some nice art. Take it easy. Excuse me. The nice thing about it being Saturday and morning is that I don't have to worry about blinding y'all with a white screen. Normally I try to keep the screen a different color, so that way it doesn't burn your retinas when you're about to go to bed. But it's morning. It's morning, baby. Some character. I'm gonna hate me. Oh, autocorrect kind of sucks sometimes. I keep writing and it keeps correcting it to abs. What's that about? Technically not 29 till 9:32 p.m., but hey, who's counting? Yeah, that's it's close. It's close. What are you drawing today? I'm just doing warm-ups. So I thought it'd be fun for y'all to see how I warm up my drawing hand. Because not a whole lot of artists, I find that whenever I watch art streams, I don't see a lot of like pre-art, if that makes sense. So a lot of the times for warm-ups, I just do character expressions. That's what I'm comfortable with. Warm-ups is when you draw whatever is comfy. It doesn't have to be fresh, doesn't have to be new, it just has to get your arm muscles warmed up. Let's get a little closer. Hey, Grace the Wolf, I'm doing good. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Lord Salad Bar, thank you so much for the 100 shinies. I agree, Critical Role is awesome. I'm a little halfway through season 1. Nice. Podcast or show? Never fails to impress me with that hand. It's a very cool piece of tech. I like it. Should not get rusty pretty much. Yeah, it's kind of just drawing to get all of the rough drawings out, because your first drawings are never really, well, some people don't need to, some people can draw cold, but a lot of the times your first drawings are not up to your usual standards. And that's just because your brain hasn't quite woken up, your muscles. Your art brain isn't awake. And your arm not ready. I started Warhams this week. Ooh, Warhammer? Man, I still haven't played Warhammer. I don't play video games too much off stream, especially new ones, which is kind of unfortunate. I would like to play more. The nice thing about rough drawings that are warm-up, you don't really have to worry about them being completely correct. Sometimes you can just let it go. See where the pen takes you. 0 to 4. Jeez, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. We drawing sexy fish lady today? Nah, just doing some warm-ups. And then maybe we'll decide later. Forks Twitch. Also, I've been thinking about listening to Just Roll With It. Can anybody tell me if it's good? I haven't listened to that. I feel bad because a lot of people are like, hey, you really like D&D. What kind of D&D podcast do you listen to? And I'm like, I cannot focus. I have focus issues when it comes to audio only. I need visuals. Let's see, what kind of hair should I give her? Or him? Ooh, maybe shave sides. Cute. Wait, I'm just drawing Tia. Swept back? Ooh, maybe I can give like a mullet. Like in 2D drawings, mullets look cool. I love them. But IRL, they are really hard to maintain. Like you have to style them to make them look good. Otherwise, they kind of just sit flat. Same ADHD brain and D&D podcasts are like 2-3 hours per episode minimum. I haven't been diagnosed with ADHD or anything. But I was talking to my sibling the other day, and I was thinking of getting tested, and they're like, you didn't already know? Turns out, not everyone has super long erratic trains of thought. I thought that was just normal, because, you know, what else is the brain doing? What that brain do? Focus? Couldn't be me. Honey worrying about the maintainability of a mullet. I just like to think ahead if I'm having some hairstyles. I can already tell I'm gonna love her. She seems so confident. I love confident, sassy people because they get the really good expressions out. The fun thing is warm-up can be as long as you like. Some people go for about an hour. Sometimes I just feel a drawing and I like going for 2 hours-ish. Just feels good. I'm gonna give her big ol' irises. Also, Mercenario, thank you for the 100 shinies. I know it's nowhere near the massive donations of the top fellows, but it's a small gift for being a lovely cutie pie with an angelic voice. Oh, thank you. Don't ever worry about it. It is very kind of you to even throw something at me in the first place. Thank you. Just vibing is enough, honestly. Fairy dragon. We don't know what it do. You already know what my brain do. We don't know. I like to give like pointier elf ears. It occurs to me I haven't drawn elves in a long time. I feel like this lady an elf. Oh man, front view is so hard. Some people think profile is hard. Front view. Rough. Let's give her like pupils. So as you can probably see, a lot of my lines are very sketchy and they're not smooth yet. That's because my hand isn't warmed up. Also, thank you, Black Mario and Black Eyes. Now I'm thinking of Mandalorian artist. I can draw your portrait in warm or I can draw it in cold. Oh, I love the Mandalorian. I'm so excited for the next season. A little bit of spoilers if you haven't watched Book of Boba Fett, but like Book of Boba Fett was just sort of Mandalorian season 2.5. It was still good. I enjoyed it. I think it just wasn't as spectacular as The Mandalorian, so I think some people were a little disappointed. Boba was Mandalorian. Yeah, if you hadn't watched The Mandalorian and you just watched Book of Boba Fett, I think people would be happier, but I think it's because it came after Mandalorian. And people were kind of expecting another Mandalorian level TV show. Ditto, I love Mando's new ship. I love the new ship. Oh, it's so good.
A few moments later.
Hey Atlas, what's up? What is your best art so far? It keeps changing. Because my art style keeps changing. I think one of my favorites is the art I drew of Kim Rai about a year ago. That was a really good one. Looking back on it, I can see things that I can improve on it, but I'm still really proud of myself for that. I've never seen any type of Star Wars, so I'm immune to spoilers. Perfect. Those who wish to spoil it for you, they can't. just don't know what they're talking about, and it's fine. The thing I like about art is if I make a really good piece, it's a bit of a strange thing to do, but I will stare at it for like 20 minutes just as like a confidence boost. Thanks, Dario. I'll look at it and be like, oh yeah, I did such a good work with the line art, the head shape is great, and I'll just admire my own work as like a little confidence boost. Just like praise myself, be proud of what I do. That's not weird at all. Do the same? Nice. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. She stares at pretty art like a dork. Sometimes it's good for your brain to do that. It's good for you to do that. I'm gonna make her confident. Heck yeah, let's... All right, I'm liking this mullet. I'm liking this mullet. Looks a little bit off, just because I like this one a little more. So I think the difference is the sharpness of the eyes. They're a little rounder here. Another thing with warm-ups is I don't worry about keeping the layers clean or anything. Just getting the lines out are enough. Fork switch. I really liked Book of Boba, but I thought it was weirdly paced. Like if they kept all the scenes the same but reintroduced in like an episode 2 or 3, it would have been so much better. It's a rebel of an elf. Yeah, it's a rebellious elf. Jasper, you deserve it. You do great work. Thank you. I think it's fun to romanticize your work. It's also good for your brain. The eyes are a little out of focus. Let's move it over. That's a bit better. Side chew. I do that too, honey. It's like staring at your clean room when you finish tidying up. Yeah! You're just happy with what you did. It feels good. Also, Pirate Artisan, welcome back. Almost a year, let's go. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to the year. Rebelfius. Ooh. I'll go home now. No, Jasper, wait, that was a good joke. That was good. Alright, I think I made her eyes a little too small here. Too big. And then pointier. Yeah, it's not bad. Still like the pointiness of the original. Listen, front view's hard to draw. I think the jawline's too strong in the second one. No, that was awful? I like bad jokes. Sometimes it's fun to laugh along with them. Stabby Cole, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the tavern. And Sharksink, thanks for the hydrate. And the breathe, nice. Excuse me. Ooh, jeez. Hey, Edwin, what's up? Afternoon, Brandon. How's it going? Fairy Queen. I'm a bit of a backstory nerd, so I have a name for this character. Oh, wow. I literally just started drawing this character for a warm-up. I haven't even thought about keeping it around for a long period of time. I like how her eyes are shaped, though. Pointy. Let's see. I love giving them sassy sassy expressions. It's fun. It's so much fun. The one thing about like your warm-up drawings is a lot of the times they lack consistency. And that's okay. You can just let it be. Not worry too much about it. Please don't hydrate and breathe at the same time. I'll choke on the water. Don't test me. I do that a lot, actually. Just, I drink water too quickly and it goes down my windpipe. Jasper, thanks for the posture check. Oh, excuse me. Kind of reminds me of Undyne from Undertale. Oh, yeah, I can see that. But yeah, you can kind of see how the consistency isn't quite there. One face is sharper than another, one is more square, one has more broad shoulders. Warm-ups are one of those places where I don't really have to worry about whether or not something fits or something looks good. And I like it. It allows me some freedom to not be as hard on myself. It's called drowning. Yeah, a little water in the lungs. Hurts everybody. I exclusively hydrate and breathe at the same time. It's called efficiency. How else do you save time? Let's see, let's do a bit of an up angle. Scream. If there was an elf goblin, would they be tall and goblin-like or short and elf-like? Or just have elf ears? I feel like they'd probably be a little taller than, a little taller than goblins, because if like a goblin's average height is like 3 feet, maybe they'd be like 4'5" and have, probably have pretty big ears. If their goblin side had pretty big ears. I've talked about it with my DM. I'm like, hey, what will happen if goblins and elves had a kid? And he was just like, I don't know, they probably have a longer lifespan. And we talked about like, they would probably still have disengage as a bonus action, but they might also have, oh shoot, what is that feat called? My morning D&D brain is not awake. Lightness of foot? And might have like a longer lifespan than a goblin. But not like a super long elf lifespan. Probably something more like 200 years. I think goblin elf hybrid would be 5 foot or under. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be that tall. Elf goblin? You mean gamer goblin Gary? Yes. Gamer goblin Gary is the tallest goblin I've ever seen. He's got to have some elf in him. Probably. What are your thoughts on hobgoblins? Cool. I love hobgoblins' designs. Look up expression. I feel like if I want to make it more expressive, I'll make the eyes teenier. Maybe Gary wears gobletts in his shoes. Yeah, like just a little bit to get those extra couple feet. Half elves are roughly 150 pounds, if I recall, for normal age range. Oh, 150. I thought pounds for some reason. 150 years. Okay, then yeah, they're probably closer to half elf. forgotten how long gnomes live. It's been a while since I've looked at the gnome stats. If I push the shoulder up, I can look even more panicked. Someone's about to drop something on her head. I do not know the gnomes. I don't know too much about gnomes. Except they're cool. And they're not halflings. There's a difference, apparently. This gives me Kane Kuo Gabo vibes. I like it. I'll think. I don't know what that is. But it sounds like a positive. Now I'm thinking of the world of Dark Crystal. Oh, I love the Dark Crystal. I'm so sad it's not getting a season 2. It was just so good, and the story was great. Ah, I loved it. I'll probably rewatch it and just feel a little bit sad, but also happy that it exists. Jasper, it's me. I'm about to drop my breakfast on her head because I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person either. I try to keep this stream nice and early so that I can keep my consistent sleep schedule. And then Sundays are my sleep-in days. Frankenhoovy, welcome back. Just dropping in to say hi before I leave to go see the new Sonic 2 movie. Nice. Ooh, I hope you like it. Also, happy 5 months I've been here. Here's hoping for more honey sweet goodness. Thank you. Yeah, oh, we were just talking about Sonic 2. I hope you have fun. I really want to watch it. Blaze, thank you for the ear wiggles. Let's see. Angry eyes are hard to draw. Yeah, it doesn't quite look right. It looks a little cross-eyed. Mornings on a weekend should be illegal, really. I like waking up early. I am not a morning person. My brain is not fully awake most of the times. But there is something really nice about being awake before the world is. There's a nice silence to it. The indifference from my understanding is cobaltate, though. Oh, really? Why do cobaltate gnomes? I was not aware of this fact. Again, needs a little more focus again. He said no pickles. For some reason, that's all I can think about. I'm just thinking about Julie defending Steve. Biggest issue when fighting smaller races, remembering they are not children and will chop off your kneecaps. Yep. Those kneecaps looking pretty vulnerable right now. Be a shame if I gave him a good kick. Hey, Fancier, I'm doing good. Just taking it nice and easy. And doing some warm-up drawings right now. I feel like if I'm angry, the ears be pointing down. Maybe that's just me. Deity stuff is white? Oh, okay. I haven't had too much experience with D&D gods, just because my DM made he made an entire pantheon by himself, and so we use that instead of the classics that are provided in the manuals. When in doubt, blame the gods. Maybe not the wisest strategy. I feel like there are smarter strategies out there. Last night I was walking home and I saw the same lady who's hit me with her car twice in the past drive-by. It got my heart pounding and not in a fun way. Ooh, That's rough. First off, getting hit by a car. I hope you were all right. But, ooh, yeah, that's no fun. Hey, burning paper giant. Welcome. Hope you're having a good, whatever time zone it is. I keep forgetting that other people are in different time zones, and I'm like, man, you just got off work? It's 10 a.m. for me. You work the night shift, jeez. Mullet lady. Gotta remember to add the back of her head. Alright, the lines are starting to look a little better. Not quite warmed up yet. But my brain's thinking of poses, so that's good. Can you add a redeem for when you have food just to remind you to eat? That might not be a bad idea at this rate. I did eat before stream. I still have a little bit of toast left, but I did eat. 2 p.m. here in Brazil, 1 p.m. here. Oh, okay, so it's afternoon for y'all. Okay, gotcha. Eat lots by toast. Do it. No. I will not. I'm busy drawing this elf lady. You're on Grim time. That'll be easy to remember. It's 2 p.m. here with a short shift today. Ah, I see. Gotcha. Yeah, Grim and I are in the same time zone. So whenever Grim's up late sending me memes, I'm like, ah, yes. It's not bedtime for you yet because I'm still awake. I cannot be mad. Alright, this is feeling pretty good. The anatomy's not quite there yet, but the line art's looking a little smoother. I'm getting longer strokes now. But yeah, this is sort of what I do to warm up. Just expressions. Fast, off model, relaxed, not worrying about a thing, and seeing how far I go. Gary! How's it? Cam, no, it's okay, I'll eat. But Gary, how's it going? I saw, were you streaming art this morning? Or, yeah, it was morning for you. How'd your stream go? Oh, eat the toast? No. Never. I'll eat it, just give me a little bit. I'm pacing myself. I'm thinking of an expression to eat. To eat. To draw. Thinking of expression, dang. How do you draw? Do you need a specific site? No, I use CS Paint. I use a tablet too. Gareth, in a few hours my power was out. Oh. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. I like your art streams, Gary. They're chill. They're very relaxing. Sometimes it's nice to just vibe. Oh, jeez. I was forming a thought, but now it's gone. Uno reverso. Ah, I see here. It's funny, we were talking about you before you got here. We were just saying, oh man, Gary is the tallest goblin we have ever seen. Does he pad his shoes for the extra feet? No, you just got long gob legs. And you're thinking about eating expressions. That's the toast calling about. You could be right. You could be right. I want to draw like a cute expression. Gara is blessed with leggy. God gave me these sweet legs so I could kick higher. Xeron, True. There goes my train of thought being derailed. Oh, it's so easy to derail my train of thought. I am so easily distracted. But that's okay. Sometimes it just be like that with your brain. I think this needs to be a little lower. Yeah, that looks a bit better. A little bit. Something about the line here is weird. No expression, faceless character. Oh, what is that character called? The Question from DC? Is that what his name is? The one that had like a romance with Huntress. I do really like that character. He's great. Maybe we can get Cove to help eat. No, Cove's doing her own art. We don't want to bother Cove. I already woke her up this morning with my alarm. Just gave her a little mini heart attack. Doggerman cometh. I had a professor in art school in the morning that, when he was hungry, would use verbs and adjectives during critique. This texture is scrumptious. That's pretty funny, actually. What if I described colors and textures like that? But to me, that actually might be different because there are colors that have textures and tastes. Ah, yes. This deep blue, it's very salty. Got a sandwich here, pepper turkey. Ooh, pepper turkey sandwich. Oh, that sounds real tasty right now. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do. It's a little off, but that's okay. Wonder what the question was. Maybe the answer lies in the question. I remember, like, the nice thing about watching that show as a kid was that I got to see some really good writing and really good character interactions that you didn't usually get in kids shows. It felt like a show that was made for like teenagers, but was very smart. Can't forget the mullet. Not bad, not bad. I think this eye's a little too high up. Maybe if I shrink the eyes a little bit. That looks a little bit better. Still warm-up drawing, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Red grapes, welcome back. Always a cozy time here? Why, thank you. I think y'all bring the cozy vibes, honestly. Thank you for doing that. How does the mullet taste? There's no color to it. It is a mullet. It's hair. How does hair taste? Have you eaten your own hair? That's disgusting. That's actually bad for you. These reds, just like the ketchup on my well-done steak. Ah, yes, viscous. Official Doppler effect. If you're hungry, you can get some pizza. You have that power. First Neil, you have Synthenesia? Yeah! I have Synthenesia. I made like a whole chart for it. So I should probably pull that up at some point. I've actually lost the file. So I have to look on my old hard drives and see if they're on there. Sir Raccoon, welcome back. It's been a while, but it's been a while I lurk here, but it's good to be back. Good to have you back. Hope you had a good time out on your adventures. Just going out, having a fun time, making memories. Tenko, hey. Or Techno. Hey. First time catching the stream in a while? Yeah. I like to stream at this time because it's very, it works well for people in different time zones. sure it's physically impossible to eat hair. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not possible. I'm not gonna test that though. Let's see, maybe like 1 or 2 expressions. I think my pen's kind of, well, my arm is kind of warmed up. Upward angles are hard. If you know how to kill a vegan vampire, you have to drive a stake through their heart. That's a good one. It's very possible to eat hair. It's not possible. Not gonna try it. Not gonna test that out. I have a habit of like twirling my hair in my sleep. Ever since I was a little kid, I've done that. Maybe it's a stress thing. But sometimes it just feels nice in your fingers to like twirl them and make like little Princess Leia buns on the side of your head. A Goblin of the Arts. Why, thank you. Let's fix this mouth a little bit. I might take on painting in a little bit. My sibling reached out to me and was like, hey, I want to start doing art. Can you give me art lessons? And I'm like, I can only do digital. And so they're like, but I want to do painting. And I'm like, well, we can learn together. We can actually like Bob Ross it. We'll just watch a Bob Ross video and see what we learn from that. Because I know some information about like composition and a little bit about light. Not a whole lot, actually. But like I mostly know about anatomy because that's more of what I studied. So, gonna be learning some new stuff soon, hopefully. Raven the Tired. I'ma go. Hope you have a wonderful steak. I love your style, by the way. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I'm learning to love my style too. Zero, I'm gonna hop off. Time to give my mother's brain an ache. Introducing her to a game trilogy that involves many puzzles. If anyone likes mysteries and puzzles, give the Nari games a try. Have a good day. Thanks for coming by, Zero. Have fun with your mom. Alright, these are pretty good for warm-up drawings. Another thing you could do is if you're feeling like you want to move on and you don't want to do expressions anymore or whatever your warm-ups are, a lot of the times just doing this. Just straight up drawing nonsense. Just straight lines, curves, circles. It helps. Sometimes you can play a game where it's like, fill the space with circles. As many as you can. Of different sizes. Not a bad warm-up. Gets your arm in the mood. Scrumptious squigglies. I do love the squigglies. But you can kind of see how my circles are getting a little bit more controlled and a little better, and the pen shapes are lining up nicer. Arms are weird. You don't think they need warm-up because you're not like doing any heavy lifting, but you are doing movement of a sort. So it is important to make sure that you stretch and do some sort of warm-up. That way you can make sure that your arms are indeed ready to draw. It just allows for more controlled lines too. Right now I'm trying to draw with my shoulder and elbow, so it's my shoulder and elbow are starting to burn a little bit. I like to paint mist or clouds as a warm-up because I don't have to think about it. Sometimes that's good. Just drawing something you don't have to think about, but will warm up your muscles. Doesn't have to warm up your brain. That comes a little later. Precision movements, yeah! I use climber's putty for hand and arm warm up. Climber's putty? I've never heard of that. What is that? Is it like a stress ball where you squeeze it? Another fun one is kind of tic-tac-toes. Try to draw as many parallel lines as possible. Just going like this. And then try up and down too. There are certain areas on my screen that are less sensitive than others. I have to fix the drivers. Yeah, stuff like this. Oh dang, I messed up. There you go, that's how you do it. Control! There was a great teleporte video with a bunch of exercises a couple weeks ago. Yeah, there's a lot of really good tutorial videos, and teleporte has some really good ones. Age of Imagine, welcome back! Happy Saturday! Son, are we drawing squiggles this morning? Yeah, we're doing warm-ups. Actually, Son, do you have any good warm-ups? I've been doing expressions, little tic-tac-toe lines, circles. You got any warm-ups? Or are you one of those people that can just start immediately and beautiful art comes out? They'll look great on the trim. They do look really cool. Another thing I like to do, less of a warm-up, just a fun thing to let your brain not think, is just start out with a circle. So draw 500 circles and draw crosshairs in circles. Oh, that's a hard one. Jeez. Yeah, another thing that's fun to do is just to create, I think they're called mandalas? They're essentially just repeating patterns. I like doing these. Let's put a star in there. Let's see. Nope, I did that wrong. Makes your brain think sometimes. So on that side. There we go. Okay, my brain figured it out. There we go. This is a good one for your brain. Because there is actually a tool for this, like one of the mirror tools in CS Paint, but this is actually very fun because it makes your brain think in multiple directions. Game like an I have a warm-up. Make claws with your hand and flex while stretching your arms. Try that real quick. Claws with your hands. And then flex while stretching your arms. Oh, that actually is really nice. Ooh, nice. Official Doppler effect. I stopped paying attention. What is happening right now? Drawing exercises? We're doing warm-up exercises. Cherry Spice. You can also make a bunch of random dots and connect them to make funky monsters and whatnot. I'm curious to see what other artists do. So, to be honest, I draw anime eyes and sometimes bodies for muscle practice as a warm-up, but sometimes I draw a bunch of random jelly beans and turn them into cats. Oh, that's adorable. That is absolutely adorable. I have to be careful because if I'm drawing right in the morning, I have to make sure I do warm-ups of some sort. Otherwise, the art's gonna look a little funky. But if it's in the day, like, and my body's a little bit more warmed up from just doing chores and working out, I can usually draw a lot faster. This reminds me of Tangled. I watched Tangled a while back, and it's just, or the animated show. It's so cute, and the art style is so good. I want to make a model in that style. The lineless style is so nice. I love it. I like to make mandalas with geometric shapes. Ooh. Buff goblin? I'm getting better. My fitness is getting a little better. Practicing filigree patterns makes for fun warm-ups too. Filigree patterns? What's a filigree pattern? Let me look it up. One sec. I just had a cute idea for this. There we go. Okay. Filigree pattern. Oh, yes. I love those. I just call them French wallpaper. Also, I missed the redeems. I was too busy drawing mandalas. Bad Espada, thank you for the hydrate. Excuse me. Woo. And Jake, thank you for the head pats. Slime guy, good time for breed. Yeah, let's do that. And Impact, thanks for the posture check in the blep. Oh, that was my shoulder. Oh. Casual sleepy gamer, thank you for the resub. Welcome back. Still sleepy? I'm just imagining you as a 6'3", swole goblin. You mean Gary? Are you picturing Gary? Because it sounds like you're picturing Gary.
Ooh.
Ooh. Tall, beefy goblin. Gamer goblin Gary? Is that you? Steam Batsy drawing boob form up. Do it. Whatever helps get your drawing arm warmed up. Son. Oh, I did a character design project inspired by the Tangled animated series style once. It's so fun. I recommend. Yeah, I want to do it so bad. I want to do that. I feel like it'd be really, really fun just to test out the style. That reminds me, I have a question for y'all. I'm setting up the Subathon goals right now, and a fun model idea I had was like a humanized model, because partially because I saw Diariku's son sent me Diariku's model, and I was like, I want to do a human model because I haven't done one before, and I want to test out the angles. But would y'all be interested in seeing that human version, honey? I might not have the ear wiggles, but I won't look that different actually. I don't think I'd look that different. But maybe that's just me. So my and everything someone says Gary's name, my brain autocorrects it to my name and I get confused. They are kind of close. Same first 3 letters. Yeah, human model? Yeah. Alright, I think I'm about warmed up. Because yeah, I've been thinking about the Subathon goals y'all gave me, and I've narrowed it down to 5 or 6 models that might be interesting. And I'm trying to decide where to place them in the Subathon goals, because the models take time. They take time, and they are a little bit more time consuming than some goals. So I'm trying to decide where to place them and which one should be the first milestone and which one should be the furthest away because it would take the longest. Hopping Hyena, thank you for the gifted sub. And Gentle Sage, thank you for the prime. Welcome. Okay, 5 or 6 models. Yeah, I've narrowed it down to those ones. And I've been debating on kind kind of letting chat decide during the subathon, just going like, okay, we've hit this many, time for chat to vote on which model they'd rather see, you know, and then let y'all decide at each milestone about why a human model shouldn't be capable of ear wiggling. I'm human and I can wiggle my ears. That is quite a skill. That's actually kind of hard to do. I can't do it without like scrunching up my nose. So swole honeycup. I can make a swole model. I can make an absolute beef model. Human honey, take my money. Because yeah, the current ones I have, I wrote them down. Let me, here they are. There we go. The outfit ideas was, these are the ones I like the most and I could think of designs for them that would be diverse and different enough and that are doable. Because someone's, I think someone said like mech honey and I was like, I don't have the skill set for that. I don't have the skill set for that. But that someone said divine, demon, knight, cleric, punk. Those are the ones that stick out to me and I'm like, oh, these ones are actually, I like these. I can think of some very different designs. What would punk me look like? Probably have a mullet. I would probably have a mullet. Shave sides. Do you have a model of being a candle? I have the design for it. I could do the what if model if I hadn't gone for goblin. Human honey would have a 12-pack and the ability to bench press cars. Buff puff. Train me. Teach me how to be strong like you. Steampunk. Ooh, cyberpunk. Cyberpunk could be interesting. I don't know how to draw cyberpunk. Like that could go into the realm of mech. Steampunk could be fine. The one downside to steampunk is it's very detailed, and I don't know how to texture metal. Not well, anyways. Mecha honey, same honey but covered in scrawled in cardboard boxes. just make a box model and go, yeah, the mech is underneath the box, y'all. You see, I did it. I kept my promise. I don't think that'd fly well. I would also be disappointed in myself if I did that. All the alternatives. Yeah, the alternative universe. The Marvel what if, but make it goblin. Demon honey would be constantly apologizing or torturing you. But torture's so bad. Why would I torture? Can't I just be evil and sexy? Do I have to do the torture? That's a bad one. That feels bad, man. Iron honey, like Iron Man. That I think that's the realm of the mech. Let's see. You have to do the evil to be evil. Ooh. I'd want to be sexy and evil, but I don't think I could be evil. That just makes my tummy hurt. It doesn't feel good. Torture is mandatory for evil. I mean, maybe I'll just... Hey, Shark Saint, how's it going? I'm sad that I cannot be evil without doing evil deeds, but also that makes sense. Have an evil laugh. I could try to imitate Cab's laugh. I could get the demon model and try to imitate Cab's laugh. I don't know what I'm drawing. I'm just drawing circles now. I could just be sexy. Official Doppler effect. Zeta, thank you for the resub. Welcome back. Happy 4 months. Circles. This is for the circle lovers out there. Enjoy. Son, mildly evil. You don't bless people when they sneeze, and you can't offer people a water when they eat something spicy. Ooh. I don't do the mean things, but I enjoy a little bit of your pain when you eat the spicy foods. When you do the one-chip challenge and I laugh. Now turn the circles into silly faces. Look, he scream. Ambitious Austin. Thank you. Human honey, goblin honey, no matter what form, always enjoy whatever you become anyways. Thank you. The one thing about the human model is I will have to make a model from scratch, which is good because it means I can see how well my skills have grown. Versus the other outfits where I just have to draw, cut, and rig the outfits. So they could be fun. Could be fun. I wanna test those new things that I saw Riku doing. Oh, it looks so good. An angry pile of bubbles. Yeah. He's just upset. Why haven't you given me a form? Because you look funnier this way. Hey, it's the DNA dude from Jurassic Park. I know I've watched clips of Jurassic Park. I've never watched the full thing. I still gotta watch it. The practical effects look really good. Mabowo! Thank you. Devil honey is honey that encourages gobtax instead of being all bashful about it. Ooh, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. That'll take some mental prep. Gary, it's a classic? Yeah, I've been told it's really, really good and I should watch it. There's so many things that people have been telling me to watch and part of my brain is a little burnt out on watching content, so I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna vibe a little bit. Maybe I'll draw a fish. With legs. He's like to work. He's got a little business hat. He's going to his job. Then he'll get hit by a truck and get isekai'd into a world where fish reigns supreme. The fish, he run. He left the water but just wanted the legs and then went back in. I'm gonna give him a little briefcase. Yeah, that's what a hand looks like. That's definitely what a hand looks like. It's a business fish. Son, I love drawing fish with legs and hats. No joke, my go-to line for people. I love fish with legs. It's so funny to me. Diggin, why does he scream? Why wouldn't he? If you knew you better, you would be screaming too. If you knew better, you'd be screaming too. Yeah, he's having an existential crisis. And he's taking it out on you. It's so funny, like, when I hear people saying, I didn't ask to be born, it's like, yeah, but you're here now. We just gotta cope. We just gotta do it. Nobody asked for this. It's what you do with it that counts. Going to make a cosplay of the D&D characters. I rolled it. That sounds good. Oh, maybe I should draw my D&D character. Son, business fish, working hard to send his fish children to school, supporting them through college. He's doing his best as a father. But yeah, maybe I'll draw my D&D character. It's been a while since I've drawn Barry. Barry's a lot more pointy. Barry is a pointy goblin. So currently my drawing setup is bonkers, and not in a good way. It is in no way conducted to my ambidexterity. And my other arm is tired from learning CS Paint. Oh. Yeah, that's actually a good question. If you're ambidextrous, how do you set up? How do you do your setup? I don't get it. I don't know how you could do it. There we go. Kind of feel like a fantasy version of Star Trek original series Harry Mudd. Never heard of that. I haven't watched. I watched the first couple episodes of the original Star Trek. It wasn't bad. It was pretty cheesy. I saw the lizard man fight. It was very, very cheesy. But it was still fun. You could screen in the middle, like tablet in the middle. I could show you the menace that is Barry. Star Trek: The New Generation is sick. Is that the one with Picard? I like the actor. What's his name? I want to call him Earl Grey Tea, but that's not it. Official talk perfect. I'm gonna try to draw again. Worst I can do is create an abomination. Even then, I'll have made something. Yeah. Best thing to do is not put pressure on yourself and just enjoy what you do. It's been so long since I've drawn Barry. I'm gonna draw level 3 Barry. Like, beginning campaign Barry. Because right now my character's at level 15, so we've come a long way. Sir Earl Grey Stewart. Patrick Stewart, that's the one. In my mind, I just imagined him saying Earl Grey constantly. Barry's such a sassy little football-headed gob. She also just looks scrappy. God. Gary, level 3? Yeah, baby. Baby gob. Baby barbarian. Shoot, I gotta... Oh, my sketchbook's not around here. Dang. Okay, that's fine. I forgot if I give Barry super thick eyebrows or if I gave her thin ones. Couldn't remember. Barbarian, a little barbarian. Head pat out of stock because it's on cooldown. So that way I'm not getting head pats constantly. I won't have the skin rubbed off my own head from the constant head pats. Let's see, if I remember, Barry has like really wild hair. Like her hair takes up most of her silhouette. Hey, Precursor in Asgard, what's up? What's up? Little secret of mine, sometimes put my chair on my bed. Put my chair on my bed and sit on it to feel tall. Put your chair on your bed, or your chair on your bed? Isn't that bad for your bed? You're gonna strain the springs. Have you ever seen the movie Meet the Robinsons? It has 2 of the best songs in all of Disney. I have watched Meet the Robinsons, and I really liked it. I always, like... I like it, except for the part where it shows Goob being sad. I just feel bad. I just feel bad. Is it Barry? Yeah, it's Barry. This is my current D&D character, but I'm drawing her at level 3. Little baby goblin. Though she doesn't have eyes like this. I have to fix that. But right now I'm just getting the pose down. Head too big. Gotta shrink it down a little bit. So Barry's a bit of a menace. I was talking to my DM and being like, hey, what are some memorable stories from our campaign currently? And he was like, oh, you we're all children, but also you mess up my plans so often, and it's great, and you're so clever, but you're so sometimes you're real bad at following plot lines. Is your current character a barbarian? Yeah, she's a barbarian. This is a little bit of a too serious version of her. Let's do something Barry would do. What would Barry do? Would shenaniganizers be an apt description? Yeah, that's probably a pretty good description. It's very fun because I'm playing with people who have not played before. Well, when we started. Blaze, thank you for the hydrate and posture check. Sip, sip. Ooh. My back. Excuse me. All right. Barry's probably a wanted criminal in several cities. You would think so, but Barry is actually is actually a political figure, technically. She's gained some immunity. How? That could be a story for another time. War crimes? No war crimes. That's bad. No war crimes. We don't do war crimes. That's not right. Oh, gee. So Barry actually is, her title is King of Goblins. She earned this title, was not born into it. Throughout the campaign, she has made a name for herself. Self-proclaimed. It started out... Actually, no, it didn't even start out self-proclaimed. No war crime Sag. That's good. Good. No war crime. No war crime. War crime bad. But yeah, so Barry essentially was taken aside by another goblin who was trying to find better representation for the goblins in their community. And he pretty much said, hey, can we make you our leader? So because you were at this point, like, I think we were like level 10, and he was like, hey, you are fairly well known, you've done some cool things, and people seem to like you in this town. Can I interest you in a political position so that you can help better the Goblin Alley, which is kind of the equivalent of the slums, so you can kind of just make a better home? And Barry was like, I am not smart enough to be any political figure. Make me king. He was like, well, we don't really have a king. But sure. I guess we can call you King of Goblins. And it grew from there. People now know Barry as people know Barry as a lot of things, but King of Goblins is a title that she now has. And this dude out of all goblins chose Barbarian. Listen, I was the most well-known goblin. People liked me despite how dumb my character was. I was dumb, but I was entertainingly dumb. And so people liked to watch me fight. Because there was a thing in this one area of the town called... It's essentially a gladiatorial fight without death. So it's the Champions Row, where you get to fight a bunch of other champions. And Barry performed very well and did some very fun stuff, and people really liked watching her fight. And so the little goblin guy came up and he was like, hey, are you interested? I have a proposition for you. Are you interested in becoming our leader? That's pretty much how it went down. There are more details to it, but yeah, pretty much. Don't let Gurg find out he's got a rival. Oh, no. Gurg is an immortal space god. I am but a wee gob. A wee little goblin. Don't worry about it. Man, this makes Barry look too cool. Barry doesn't have these cool looking eyes. Barry has little dots for eyes. Yeah, that looks like Barry. Yeah, that's starting to look like the Barry I know. Please, thank you for the ear wiggles and gold. Thank you for the head pats. Son, my campaign is similar feel right now. Our party's being offered roles to replace these guardian figures, and my menace, murder monkey boy, is having doubts. Sometimes the campaign offers you positions of power, and you're like, nah, I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to have responsibility. There's too much reading to do as a politician. I don't want that. I don't want to read. Alright, there we go. Cannot understate how cute this hand setup is. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It was fairly easy to set up, too. Come on, pen. But yeah, Barry is a wonderful character. She's very smart in some brilliant ways, but oh, she is also very, very silly and doesn't think things through half the time. And as the party tank, that's not always a good thing. Gary dots for us. Yes! Yes, Gary is a good design choice. I can 100% get behind it. Because Barry is very much just a gremlin. Nah. Dots for eyes. We're keeping it like that. You can really feel the paranoia coming from those peepers. Yeah, you can feel the unpredictable energy coming out of those eyes. Garrett, I'm off gonna lurk for a bit and put in off chores. Alright, get your chores done. Have fun doing them. Goblin King Barry. Oh, yes. It's Barry with an E. Just because I named her after a food. I like naming characters after food. Like, I want to name something Paschetti. I want to make a goblin named Paschetti. Barry has such chaotic energy to her. Oh my gosh. She's got like chunks missing out of her ears too. She's great. Good looking. I have a question because I've been struggling a bit with it. How do you determine how big the face is? Specifically, how big to make the chin and jaws? I would probably reference RE like. Sometimes, like, I've done it so much that I've kind of forgotten how I do it. So find a piece of art you like and kind of reference how they proportion their jaw shape. Like, literally just go and measure, like, okay, it's about this far away from the mouth to the nose. Or, like, the nose is usually this far from the eyebrows. The top of the head is this far. Literally just make, like a line art like this. That way you can visually see how far everything is spaced. Sorry I missed a message earlier, by the way. I was busy drawing this gremlin. Makes me think of the end of my longest running D&D campaign ever, where we went up to level 30 and each ascended to a place in the Pantheon. My character's decision was pretty easy. He became the Warforged god of battle and war, the original Warforged purpose. It was a no-brainer for him, not so much for the rest of the party who were not so simple folk. Gary, do it. Do it. Make her more gremlin. Yes. Afroman, hey. Seems I stumbled into Zelda Ocarina of Time. Not trying to be political, but we have someone called Ganon running for election. He has a red background as well, so I'm just waiting for the Zelda and Link to appear and complete his Triforce timeline. That's pretty funny. Son, food names. I love food names. I love food names. Name someone Beans. Do it. give someone the name Beans. And Barry's so pointy. I think Barry's like the first goblin I designed where it was like, ah yes, this is actually like sharp, pointy goblin. She got a little ponytail in the back. Is Barry. Barry, king of goblins, barbarian. Cubic thing, welcome back. Happy Saturday. Let's see, what does Barry wear at level 3? Barry wore a lot of skins at level 3, because she didn't wear armor because of the barbarian feat. Where if you don't have armor, your AC goes up. Or you add a modifier to your AC instead of armor. I'm gonna push the pelvis forward a little bit. Let's contrapose this. Add a little dynamicism to the pose. Let's put a hand here. You're welcome. Thank you for the help, even if it doesn't seem like much. All methods provide knowledge. Thanks. I'm glad it helps you. Ooh, there you go. Yo, Big Bean. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. We were just talking about naming things Beans. Beans is a good name, especially for like pets. Naming things after foods. Excellent, excellent choice. Name all my characters after rock stars. Have you named one Freddy? I love Freddie Mercury. Arc Vector, thank you for the Prime. Welcome, welcome. And Arthur, thank you for the Breathe Redeem. Ah, yeah, 10 plus con plus dex. Yeah, I think that's it. It's been so long since I've looked at my D&D character setup. I should probably take a look at it again, because we might be getting close to leveling up soon. So I gotta look at more feats to take. Comedy option. I love this adorable gremlin on my screen. Barry is awesome too. Oh, why thank you. Barry is great. This is like the first instance where I actually get to draw a really beefy goblin. Very strong. This is a rough, so it's gonna be cleaned up in a bit. But I just need to get the gesture down. For some reason, I still look at this and I'm like, this is too smart. This character looks too smart to be Barry. Hey Arthur, what's up? So desserts make for the best names. Pavlova, eclair, ooh, sorbet. I named someone Liegios. I wonder how you pronounce that. Is it French or is it a different language? Good job, pelvis. Barry wears the belt and the loincloth. Or like the open slit kind of skirt. I once played a half-giant named Bolag, the dumbest character I've ever played, but could operate a heavy crossbow like a normal crossbow. Ooh, that's cool. Maybe he's a himbo? I don't know if she's a himbo. Actually, yeah, Barry's pretty enough to be considered a himbo, and dumb enough. I will accept this. This hand needs to be adjusted more. Yeah, that looks pretty good. The head still feels too big. Maybe it's because of the face. Maybe if I shrink the face a little bit. Yeah, I think it might have been the face. It was a little too big. Let's put the bags down a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. Revenant. Oh gosh, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. But is he wholesome enough though? I think she's wholesome. Well, yeah, probably. Garrett, I made a character recently that is an idiot who went to college with Dracula and can't say his own name correctly. Oh, that's really cute, actually. Himbo levels are directly correlated to number of abs. Ooh, perfect. Barry has some abs. Not a whole lot, but she got some definition. All right, let's do a corrective layer. It's been a while since I've drawn Barry, and my style has changed so much that it doesn't quite look right to me, which is unfortunate because Barry's super cool. I'm gonna change the eyebrow shape a little bit. Gremlins are entirely different from goblins, though they have some superficial similarities. Yeah, they got the same vibes sometimes. That feeling when you probably have to reference your old art in order to remember how you drew your character. Oh, it hurt. My sweet baby. My little baby character. I'm so sorry, I've forgotten how to draw you. Ooh, I'm gonna make chicken pot pie later. It's gonna be delicious. Actually, the jaws or the cheek is too pointy. Too much. Too sharp. But the eyes look much better. Hey Jay, what's up? I actually thought of making a D&D character myself for the fun of it. Have an idea for a cryomancer who has the ability to go ethereal whenever, and he can summon powerful ice golems. Ooh, that does sound cool. And I'm excited to play a paladin next campaign. No idea if it's gonna go well, but it'll be fun to play a spellcaster instead of just something that does only hits. That divine smite's gonna hurt. PJ, we have goblins. What about short stack goblins? Oh, thank you, Uji. I love my little gremlin Barry. But short stack goblins. There are many a short stack goblin. I don't know if I'd consider myself a short stack goblin. Cove definitely draws short stacks. I've actually talked to her about it, and I'm like, my style has changed to the point where we actually help each other draw. So when I show her some work, she has very different anatomy than I do. And so the tips or the anatomy draw-overs we get from each other are different. Like mine will have more human proportions, but hers will have more like cute short stack proportions. And there's nothing wrong with either. It's just funny to see how our drawings transform after showing them to each other. Bane, back when I played 3.5, I made a half-ogre barbarian. Large size and intelligence of 6, but his strength was like 26. Jeez. Was super fun to play, but unfortunately I was 2 or 3 levels behind and the party already had a barbarian that was outputting a lot of damage. He was kicked out of the party after accidentally squishing the other barbarians. No! Oh no! Yo, Armor, good morning. How you doing? Son, honey, you just can't say you're gonna make pot pie, one of the best foods ever. I'm gonna make pot pie. I'm gonna make the stuff filling tonight, and then I'm gonna make the dough, put it in the freezer, and then tomorrow I'm gonna make pot pie for dinner. I'm gonna treat myself to that delectable pie. Pie. Thick, cute, short-stacked goblins. Oh yeah, they look so cute. They look so soft and like you just want to hug them. You just want to hug them. I understand. My usual style is a little bit less short stack, more short. Minus the stack. Oh, this is feeling more like Barry by the second. Oh, good. My beautiful stupid baby. Oh, I love your big old stupid smile. Oh. Actually, the eyebrow looked better up there. Ready, set. This is a chill art stream? Well, time to pull out the models and paint out. Ooh, have fun. I've seen some people paint models and it looks... Physical mediums are insane to me. They look so good when you're done. I just don't have the patience for it. I need to draw fast. I need to get the ideas out fast. Otherwise they start to fade a little bit. And the energy starts to fade too, and it's like, oh, that's unfortunate. I think that's why for the longest time whenever I did art, I would never color it, because I didn't understand how to color. It didn't come very easy to me, so I kind of ignored it. Which is not the best strategy for learning. But drawing digitally, I finally learned and slowly got an understanding of how to color quickly. And that really helped. Instant. How do you decide to pick colors? I've been told the top right is wrong. The top right is wrong. Oh, yeah. What I do is I get pre-made palettes. A lot of the times I get pre-made palettes for characters, just because I struggle with finding colors. So yeah, just go to like any website, look up pre-made color palettes and try making stuff out of that. But yeah, using the top right color in your color select tool is very, very dangerous for an artist. Just because high saturation should be used sparingly. If something is too highly saturated in too many places, it's very harsh on the eyes. So that's probably why someone told you not to use the top right. You can definitely use it. There's absolutely nothing wrong. But to allow focus for a piece, making sure the hue and the saturation are working together in a piece is very important, and not fighting each other. Yo, Varendale! You learned how to rig live 2D. You have patience for model painting if you've gotten patient enough to rig it. Maybe. That is true. I don't know, something about learning how to cut apart a drawing and make it move is so appealing to me. Models are just different. Who knows? I haven't tried it in a long while. Maybe I do. Maybe I've gained patience for it. Eclipse. I'll take the short stack. Hold the stack. Extra short. Perfect. Pocket-sized friend. Put him in a backpack. Go on a hike. I'll eat all of your snacks. You got trail mix? I will eat everything but the raisins. Actually, I eat raisins now. Back when I was a kid, I hated them. But now that I've grown up, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand. They balance out. They balance everything out. It's good for you. Yeah, this smile looks a bit better. Sun colors and palettes are all free use. Of course, don't steal 1-for-1 colors from existing designs, but if you like a palette, take it. Yeah, exactly. That's a good way of putting it, son. Models are just built different. I don't know how to cut models. I love rigging the models. Cutting the models takes so long. It's so much fun to draw them and make sure all the pieces are made, but actually cutting them is so much time. It's fun still. It's still part of the puzzle building process, but it is a lot of work. A whole lot of work goes into cutting. I would almost say more than rigging. Rigging is pretty speedy. If I focus, I can rig something in about 4 to 5 days. That's complex. But cutting takes a week to 2 weeks. So stare away. I absolutely just throw colors without much thought in my art. Sometimes that's a good way of doing it. Just don't think. Put what you feel. Darkblood, new to the stream and a huge horror fan. Hope you're having an amazing day/night and have an awesome stream. Why, thank you. I'm not much of a horror person myself. I get scared way too easily. But thanks for dropping by. Mary Squid, I've only been able to do that once. Not sure if I have the strength to do it again. Model painting or live 2D rigging? Because both understandable. Let's zoom in a little bit to the... Actually, let's do the hand later. I'm gonna do the hand later. That's a later honey problem. Let's see, we got the belly button, clothing. There is a strong barbarian, and I love her so much. Muscle. Cutting is stressful. I'm low-key here procrastinating. Yeah, that's understandable. Cutting takes a lot of time and a lot of thinking, because you have to think things through. Otherwise, you have to re-import the missing piece into Live 2D and then re-art mesh everything. It happens, though. Anson, do you have to add some pieces when you're cutting them, like extra bits on the ears so they don't disconnect? Not so much. It's more, like, for example, with my model, I have the line art and the colored art separate so that I can have clean art meshes and nothing overlaps. Like, the shade layer on my model is all a different layer. It allows for more customizability, but it does mean that there are more pieces and it takes more time. But it means if for future, if I need to add another outfit but I don't need the shading, I can very easily just remove that with the toggle of a button. Honey during horror is just tears. I just cry. I just straight up cry. I am not strong enough to play a horror game and not cry. If you ever want to test your patience, try finishing a 3D printed model. My She-Ra took over 70 hours of just sanding. Took over 100 hours from design to finish. That is so much. Holiday problem for future me. Yeah, I do that a lot of the times. A lot of the times with drawing, if I'm not feeling something, in order to make sure I don't lose my creative energy, I'm like, I'll do that later. That's a problem for later me. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't see it as procrastinating, because procrastinating is a little bit different. It's more if you're not feeling something and you know pushing yourself to try to finish it will kill your productive energy, it's better to do other work until you're ready to take that on. At some point it has to be done, but focusing on something you're not feeling is not the best route to do sometimes. Also, Dragon, thank you for the Neko. Fontaine, I'm using Clip Studio. Gotta try. Overlap's important. Yeah, overlap's really important with models. Because drawing them directly all in the same piece is a time saver, but it doesn't allow for a lot of movement. What's your opinion on not safe for shortstop goblin? Is it yay or nay? It's fine. I'm not particularly into it myself. But like, nothing wrong if you enjoy it. So it's a bit like, yeah, it's a bit like art block. If you try to force something out, especially with a creative field like art, it will kill your desire to do it. It will make it worse and harder to finish a piece. So sometimes pushing through to try to finish something is a little dangerous. Oh, thank you, Mary Squid. I'm glad you like my design. I like it too. It's gonna go through an update in time for the anniversary stream. I'm super excited for it. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. This is gonna be good. I've been working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and I'm hoping that I can get the model done next week, and then make sure it's all ready. It's almost there. It's almost there. I'm just doing some corrections and adjustments now. Like though, it's good advice. It's something I struggle with a lot. Glad I joined the stream to hear that. No worries. Yeah, sometimes pushing through works. Like for example, like working out. If you're trying to push your limits for stamina, yeah, pushing it and going through the not dangerous pain is good because you are pushing your limits. However, art is a bit different. When it comes to pushing your limits in art, it feels different, and that's kind of what I struggled with for a long time. Pushing your limits in art is learning new things and practicing new styles. It's not working on something so hard that you get tired of it and you burn your brain out. There are very different ways of burning yourself out artistically. Are there any tutorials you can recommend for beginners? For art? Not really, unfortunately. When I learned how to draw from reading manga. So yeah, just find art that you like and start not quite. You can copy it in your sketchbook and kind of break down why you like a design and break down how they do certain shapes. And that's probably the best way to learn if you're looking for just character drawing. Hydrate or dihydrate? I will hydrate, thank you, Vaporeon. Excuse me. Yourself. And Blood Asp, thank you for the posture check. Whoop. Oh, my back. Oh, my spine. Whew. Not sure why, but when I don't know what to talk about, I just end up calling you cool. That's not a bad strategy. Sometimes it's nice to just compliment people if you don't know what to talk about. Just makes people feel good. Yeah, Berry God means no armor. She can lift buildings. Yeah, she's strong. She is actually as strong as our Goliath fighter. She's strong as heck. So it's a fun visual thinking about the two of them just palling around and tossing boulders. Oh, I missed something real quick. Instant for the mouse track. Yeah, I use an iPhone for my face tracking. Webcam is good. I used to use a webcam. It's not as accurate, but it's still very good. iPhone just has like actual face depth tracking, and like it's meant to recognize your face shape. So it's good. I really like it. It is a little pricey, so if you're looking to start VTubing and want a good camera but don't want to buy an iPhone, just get one of the newer iPads. It's like $300. Son, Honey follows a how to draw anime book stream. I actually found those when I was a kid, and I read them, and I was like, oh, okay, I understand. I get that. I love those books. They're so good. Let's turn this down even more. There we go. Let's do the hand layer. Son, people still make them, and they're still just good as they used to be. Those books. Oh yeah, the Honey was a dorky kid drawing them long clamp characters. I actually was. I drew a bunch. I read Subathon when I was a kid, and I loved the style because it looked so beautiful and graceful. But looking back on it, I was rereading XXX Holic. It is strange, like especially the anime. It's strange how long their legs are. It looks very funky when it's animated. iPhones use D-Layer, the same tech used in e-vehicles to track the road and other vehicles. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know enough about tech to say why it does what it does. I just know it do what it do. Go Oblivious, hey. And then it's a very informative stream. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but it is. Yeah, no worries. Like, I like just hanging out and learning new stuff and chatting with y'all. So if you got any questions, feel free to ask. So I had a super thick one of these books, and I learned how to draw anything from anime poses to anime swarm of locusts. Oh my gosh. I've never seen the really good anime how to draw anime books, like the ones where it's official. I've just seen the meme one. Jasper, thanks for the head pats. Must how Wadiaka was made. Wide Taka. Oh, Wide Taka. Yeah, Wide Taka's great. I want to I want to see someone draw him in the Kanye meme. And I haven't tried Blender's grease pencil. I'm kind of scared to interact with Blender because of the UI. I don't understand the UI of Blender. I feel like I would need someone to walk me through it when I have more time and be like, hey, so this is how you work in a 3D program. And I'll just be crying in the background, just taking notes going, it's so complicated. The extra dimension. I cannot handle it. Dimensions are whack. Lettuce is a big program? Yeah, it seems like it's a real big program. This hand is looking a little funky. Yeah, that hand's looking a little funky. I'm gonna leave it for later. That's a later me problem. Your UI is more accessible? Oh, okay. Did you guys know short stack Goblin Day makes the bad boogies go away? I know nothing about short stack Goblin Day. It's like the equivalent of celebrating like Human Day. Gecko, dimensions are weird, man? Yeah, dimensions are funky. I don't get them. I don't know how they work. Alright, let's draw Barry's accessories. Man, I love Barry so much. She's so much fun. She's so fun to draw. She's so pointy. Sounds like you and Batbug need to collab. I love Batbug. Batbug's so nice. Batbug actually introduced me to a bunch of streamers. If I'm not mistaken, I think Batbug introduced me to Jummy? I can't quite recall. But like, man, Jummy's so cool. Batbug is so good at art. Oh, Batbug's so good at Blender. I watched a Batbug make a scythe in Blender last night for a prompt. They seem to know what they're doing. Yeah, they're good. They explained to me the 3D models in Clip Studio, and they explained how you can import certain assets from Blender into Clip Studio, which sounded so smart, but I can't remember what they tried to teach me because I was so confused. Honey lives with a short stack. She's immortal. There we go. Short stack roommate. Let's go. Sorry, nerds. I only draw in the 4th dimension. Get on my level. Get those extra dimensions in there. Let's see. Barry's got a little cloak. She's got a little boar cloak. She got bracers. PJ, question to Mr. Shortstack. How are you not get diabetes by how cute you are? I'm immune. It's my own cuteness. I can't be affected by my own cuteness. That's not a thing. Hey, Dang Master, what's up? Garrett, so I'm tearing up my carpet and I have to move a bookshelf. Did you know that books are very heavy? I had to move so many books when I moved into my new place. Books are heavy. They look so good in your room. They make you feel smarter. Even if it's just like fantasy books, they make you feel so good. Team Smooth Brain. Yeah, I love Team Smooth Brain. Feel free to ask questions. Okay. I love sketching and coloring, but line art always takes a super long time for me and can kind of kill my enjoyment with a piece by making it a slog. Do you have any advice for getting quicker at line art or just making it more enjoyable? If not, that's totally okay. I think with line art, finding a pen you like helps. For example, I like using the textured pen because it feels like a pencil mixed with a pen. I really like it because so the reason line art can take a very long time, especially when you're going from like this rough, wrong one, this rough to this line art, is because your brain is filling in the gaps. when you see so many sketchy lines, your brain is like, yeah, the correct line is in there somewhere. So it looks correct. However, when you start doing the cleanup, your brain can look at a piece and go, some of these lines feel a little bit off because I tried to select the correct line, but it doesn't quite look like it. I like this one. I think I did okay. So that might be part of why you're not liking line art too much. That's the reason I didn't like line art for the longest time. You're pretty much making your brain think about what lines are correct, and what lines are not. And that can be time consuming. That's why I avoid doing line art. That's fair. Sometimes just doing sketchy drawings is also good. It's like your brain auto-completes words as long as the first and last letter of the length of what you expect. But yeah, find a pen you like. Just test it out. It's one of those practice things. Which is everyone's least favorite answer is just practice more. There's smart practicing, and then there's just repeating the same task over and over. So try to find a line width you like. Try to find a texture you like. And do your best to... Sorry, I got an eyelash in my eye. Do your best to not feel upset if it doesn't look right the first couple times. It will take time. Like, optical illusions are hard to avoid in art, but now we've got things like canvas flipping. Yeah, exactly. I have a hotkey for it. I should be flipping more often, actually. It's good to flip your art, because that really helps with cleaning up and making sure the line art's good. Clean this up a little bit. Because I wouldn't even consider this super clean. This is still, like, sketchy. And I like it. I like sketchy art. Barbarian, not really an artist, so I'm unsure if this advice would sound correct or not at all, but I feel like line art can be made more enjoyable by occasionally letting some of your inner thoughts be drawn on a separate tab. Kind of like a little break for your brain. Yeah, sometimes it's a matter of taking a break, you're right. Jasper, use all the pens till you find one you like the most. Yeah, I love the calligraphy pen. It doesn't make for good line art, but sometimes it's fun to do art with it. Looks funky. What would Honey and Barry say to each other if they meet? So that's actually a thing. In the campaign. Barry's my cousin. So, Barry's entire goal in the campaign, like her one goal that she set out in the beginning, was to return my pet. She borrowed it, and then we got separated, and her entire goal is to return it to me. So I'd probably just be like, hey cuz, what's up? Thanks for returning snack. Speaking of Blender, do you know this artist named Dezood? Her work is stunning. Is that the I'm not sure if I know Dezood. That name sounds very familiar, but I can't say I know them for sure. Arthur, thank you for the breathe redeem. Nah, Barry didn't steal snack. Barry borrowed snack. I lent it to her. It's all good. They get along. Let's see. What are their... Yeah, I needed to give this character a motivation because this was one of the first characters I created where there wasn't really a backstory in mind. I just wanted something simple. So instead of going like, oh, it's a tragic backstory where like they lost their whole tribe and something like that, I just went, nah, she's gonna return a pet she borrowed. Hey Mariak, what's up? You're not super late, it's all good. We're taking it easy. We're not worrying about a thing. So in the end, you'll get the session where you get to voice act to talk to yourself. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten that far. Like, I don't know how it's gonna go because Barry doesn't know where I am. Barry is not sure where everyone is. We got separated, so she has to find me first. abs today. Yeah, just a little bit abs. 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 Look at the abs. Snack is still lost? Yeah. Just a little bit. Just a little lost. He's technically with family, so we're good. He's good. He's not really lost. He's just borrowed. Alright, Barry has a belt. She got a very specific belt that is got like a little fur here. I love the belts with fur. True test of a D&D player. Can you act out both sides of an argument between two of your characters? As a DM, can you debate with yourself? Snack is still lost? No. I think I already answered that, but yeah, he's not lost. Just got here. What's the inspiration for today? This is my D&D character. I'm drawing Barry, the Barbarian. She is wonderful. She's so good. So in case you're wondering, that yes, there are some design similarities because we are cousins. I think I need to make her eyelashes a bit... yeah, a little bit more visible. Belts with the fur, the whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, I got no. Got Barbarian? Yeah. Oh, she cool. Let's see if I remember correctly. What else she wears? I know she wears shorts underneath because that just makes sense. Also looks good. Shorts with like shorts on and then like the cutout side skirts. That's a good look. That's a real good look. So once Barry returns to Knack, you will possibly collab stream with Honey and Barry. Maybe. Does Goblin Barbarian wield big hammer or big sword? Neither, actually. She wields a scimitar, a finesse weapon. Because there is a feat later on where you can add your dex to, so long as you have a finesse weapon. I think, and scimitar counts. My brain is not thinking of the right feats she has right now because I have them all written on paper so I can remember. One of these days, Honey Stream is just gonna be taken over by Barry. Barry's a lot more chaotic than me. Barry is an absolute just mess of ADD. Dex weapon with strength scaling. Oh, and I think because Barry has very high dex and strength and con. Like I rolled real good for Barry. The lowest thing I have is wisdom, and my charisma's low. Barry can get a little grating on people after a long period of time. Yeah, it's 50. Dual wield Barbarian? Yep. Later on, starts out with one weapon. Next April Fool's Barry stream. I'll think about it. I've been thinking about what to do for next April Fool's, but I got time. I got plenty of time to think for that. Barry would turn the stream upside down both figuratively and literally. I'm trying to think of like I've wanted to rig a Barry model, but I was like I have no reason to do it. But then again, I could just make the model for funsies. Barry's so strong she beats the depression out of you. How can you be sad when this goblin's beating you up? All right, what other accessories she got? She got she got a little scimitar kit, a little thing to hold her accessory in place. And she have anything in her hair? It's been a while since I've drawn her. We use charm to talk with. Have strength and talk with muscles like they did in Full Metal Alchemist. Why can't we talk with our mouths? Where our muscles will do the talking. Son, rig because you want to. I have to stop myself from rigging a dozen personal things a week. I have to stop myself from rigging so many things, son. Like, I want to rig so much, but I have time limits now. I have deadlines. I gotta rig other things. I got so many models I want to do. So many. Alright, let's get a thumb in there. Barry's got like grubby fingernails. It's great. Barry could be your gamer slash ego model. Ooh, just let me go feral. What game would I play as Barry? What would I play as Barry? Would I play violent video games? I already play Elden Ring. New God of War? Maybe. That feels like a very Barry game. Kirby. Let's play Kirby as a barbarian. What did you keep in her pockets? That is a loaded question. No, it's not. So that's actually a thing, Barry. Man, Barry sounds like a wild as hell barbarian, but Barry carries a lot of things in her bag, specifically mundane items to use in a fight. So she hates fighting sorcerers because they're dumb, and I agree. Unless you play a sorcerer, in which case having you on my team is my favorite thing, and you can cast so many good spells. She made a mixture of chili, ash, and glass shards to throw into people's eyes that she doesn't like. She specifically put some down dragons' throats before, and it worked pretty well, actually. I will say so myself. She's got lead. She's got some cheap booze in there for flammability. She can make Molotovs. She's got a bunch of rope. She got blankets, nettings, ball bearings, marbles. Good for tripping people up. Caltrops are fine, but have you ever seen anyone slip on a marble? It's hilarious. Scoffus Galaxy. She's smart, all right, in the stupidest ways. She's a barbarian. She carries whatever she wants. You get a problem with that? Exactly. What else she carry? She carries paper, despite the fact that she can't read. She can draw. What else she carry? She carries oil. A lot of oil. She carries cleansing stones. So it's the equivalent of portable soap. Marbles are a handy snack. It's snack! You eat marbles? What? Literally, it's pocket sand +2. It's so good. It's so good. Because not only can they not see, they can't breathe. Hey, Tony, I'm just working on my D&D character. This is Barry. She's cool. She's cool. I like her. I once saw a rogue one-shot a boss with a trap and fell through a wooden floor. With a trip and fell through... Ooh. Oh, that's hilarious. They do say that the smartest people are sometimes the dumbest ones. Do they? Who say that? Who said that? Flammable oil, I assume? Yes, yes. Cooking oil is great, but like lamp oil, good stuff. Another good one is, well, fun little story. I was fighting a monk one time, and it was a 1-on-1 fight between me and a monk. I hated it. I absolutely hated this fight because this monks are hard to fight, y'all. Monks are really hard to fight. And I couldn't I couldn't hit him well. And I was doing my best to just try to fight him, and it was not going well. And so I got real mad. And I poured oil all over myself and lit myself on fire, then just grappled him. I just grappled his crotch until he surrendered. Listen, when something's on fire and gripping you to the death, you let go. You give up. Hope she keeps her bag away from fires. Yeah, she does. She got a little handy haversack. She can carry whatever she wants. Listen, Zombie Barry has the weirdest fighting style that I did not know that I could do. It's excellent. It makes me so happy. Also, Black Eyes, thank you for the earrings. Barry is my favorite too, comedy. Barry is my favorite too. Let's call it Baked Gobbo. Gobbo flambe, that's what that is. I would not refuse to be in his place, but only with ignition. Barry is by far one of my favorite characters. I'll be sad to see her go, but I'll remember the good times. Because, like, Barry has no aspirations to become a god or anything. She doesn't want that. Also, this hand needs some work. Some people end their campaigns by letting their players become gods and ascending to the next plane. Barry just wants to live a fun time. She just wants to enjoy her life. We shall never forget Barry. Barry's still alive. She's still there. She's still having a good time. There was so combat smart. I was just mad. I was just mad. At that point, I was like, I'm willing to tank this damage. And now imagine the gift of Mabel. I'm the goddess of destruction. I mean, I told y'all that Barry threw a brick at a god at one point, right? In case I haven't, Barry threw a brick at a god at one point. Let's see. Barry wishes to end life entering the gates of Why brick at a god? Because he was sus. In B's campaign, gods can't actually physically appear in the realm. They can't actually interact with anything. So the way that they kind of influence the world is through their followers. Pretty much like paladins. Like, if you're a paladin, you're doing your lord's work. And so this one god was trying to reach out to Barry in her dreams. And it was like a misty field where this figure kept changing shape. And Barry was like, I run Barry on instinct, so the first thought that appears in my head, I do it. And the first thought that came to my mind is like, I'm gonna pick a brick up off the ground and throw it. And that ended the dream! Ended the dream! Bud was like, that's... You can't just do that. You can't just do that. I'm like, I did. I threw a brick at him. Sounds like Barry and Kratos would get along just fine. I think so. I think we'd have a jolly good time. Yeah, God is fun, but have you ever just tried to enjoy your life? Exactly, Gecko. You ever tried to just be happy? Biggest feck off moment, I think. The next day, he tried the exact same thing, and Barry's like, all right. I'll give you a listen, weird man. And the god tried to do, like, the shady thing of, like, now listen, I can cut you a deal. And then, like, puts his hand on my shoulder and is like, we can both benefit from this. And I was like, I thought it, so I had to do it. And I'm like, I lick his hand. Just to assert dominance. It worked. It weirded the guy out. He was just like, you are an interesting creature. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Yeah. At least this baby, I love her. Yeah, the dream ended pretty soon after that. He was like, okay, all right, I'll think about my deal. Then meanwhile, he's just wiping off his hand trying to leave. Oh, look that she can say you taste like a liar. That god is very interesting. That's a very interesting god. Fun thing is, Barry's actually throwing off this god so much, it's kind of funny. Impact, thank you for the posture check and the hydrate. Nice. I got distracted from art and now I'm just drawing just drawn Barry and talking about D&D. If I haven't mentioned it, what subclass of Barbarian is Barry? Totem Warrior. It's kind of a reskinned elk path. I made it a boar because I like boars. But it's essentially the same thing that an elk can do. Mariak, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Barry be like, tasty. Barry has eaten some weird things in this campaign because goblins have resistance to poisons. Or can't be poisoned by foods. We can eat anything. Anything. Doesn't mean we should, but we can. I had a Totem Warrior Barbarian going down the bear path. The bear path is really good. All the paths are really nice. The eagles, I think the eagles path, it's fine. It's not bad, but like the elk is really fun. You watch any D&D shows? I just finished watching Vox Machina Season 1. Very, very good. Percy is great. I love Vex and Vax. Keelit. I just love everyone. I love Grog's friendship with, oh shoot, their war cleric. Look, you don't taste divine at all. Okay, like, and my previous question could apply to Barry. Oh shoot, what was your previous question? I missed it. I've been thinking about the pure of heart trope a lot lately. What do you think of the take of pure as more this person is simple and single-minded, but they might not be a good person kind of way? I like the twist of like, pure of heart doesn't mean pure good. Could mean pure evil. I like that. Just need pure something. Honey's secretly eating a bad food because she can't sell it at the tavern, doesn't want to throw it out. Listen, it's bad to waste food. You don't start something you can't finish. Yeah, Pike. Oh, I love Pike. She's so cool. She's so freaking cool. All right, I have to draw the hand. I got distracted by D&D. Son, purely a menace. Yeah, pure of chaotic heart. Single-mindedness would work, though, I think. Barry is very... I don't know if I would say Barry is single-minded. But she's dumb. She's dumb. Ah, that hand doesn't look good either. Ah, that's okay. I'll come to it later. Pure of heart, pure dumbass. Yes. Pure lazy. Pure chaos. I could recommend Dimension 20. Is that the one with that's the one with Dan Harmon, right? And it's animated. But a Zealot Barbarian recently. Zealot Barbarians are powerful. Jeez Louise. They are very powerful. She has croc vibes. Yeah, I can see that. I can very much see that. Let's see. God, I have so many stories I want to tell about Barry, but they need context. So it's a little tough. You ordered that triple cheeseburger, now finish. Yeah. I'm very thankful my parents never did that, but also I felt bad. Drawing hand is an amazing idea, and the pencil striking near the avatar is amazing. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I don't think Barry's stupid, but she does. Barry is a little bit of my dumbness, just condensed into a chaotic character. Let's see. Barry looks pretty cute. I like it. I'm trying to think of other characters I can draw. I can probably, ooh. Maybe I'll draw, let me real quickly just draw Barry wearing her hood up. How's the stream going, honey? You just came back from the beach today. Hey, Bill! How's the beach? I remember you mentioned it yesterday. But going really good. I just drew my D&D character. Her name is Barry. She's great. She's chaotic. Dimension 20 is a live play show that usually run by Brennan Lee Mulligan and the players from the college humor cast. Oh, that's the one where they start out in high school, right? Or not high school, but like community college, but in the D&D world. Brennan Lee Mulligan's really funny. I love his sense of humor. Chaotic good? Yep, you got me there. Chaotic good. Not lawful in the slightest. I'm gonna draw Barry with her hood on. Because that cloak is a hoodie. Excuse me. The draw paladin you said you're gonna play. Yeah, I could draw Abby. Her name is Abysma, but I shortened it to Abby because that's cute. Or Chaos Nightmare. How goes the art? I have a story for D&D. My first D&D campaign was run by one of those DMs. Won't go into how bad they were, but I have one word that I could describe them with, and you'd be like, "Yeah, it's a horrible DM." Yeah, it's difficult to be a DM. I mean, like, you can be bad but still be like kind about it, especially. Jeez. Neko, thank you for the head pats. Ruby, thank you for the math. Abby the lamp paladin. She's the paladin of the sun god. So interesting mix, seeing as how she can't look at the sun without burning her retinas. Actually, that's everyone. Look, it's Barry's hoodie. She has a boar hoodie. I think Barry would get along with orcs from Warhammer. Ooh. She just wear goggles just for sun gazing. Yeah, she does. That's actually a part of her canon. Part of her quest is to get stuff from the surface that'll allow her to exist more comfortably there. Thanks for the extra head pats. There we go. Keep pressing the wrong hotkey.
A few
Now she's the
moments
Inosuke
later.
vibe? Yeah. I didn't realize after I drew this, because this was like 2.5 years ago, that it was Inosuke's sort of hood feeling. She just wears a boar skin. I thought it was cute. Like a little boar hoodie. Really want to make a paladin of the Pathfinder god Aristril. He's a god of family, farming, and hunting, basically making a druid-like paladin. Ooh, cool. For context, they were decent at running the game, they were just garbage human. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Let's move some of this stuff over real quick. Wrong one. There we go. Let's draw Abby. Just a little quick drawing of Abby. Any D&D horror stories? Yeah, I got like one or two. Not many. Thankfully, I've played with some nice people. My character wants to beat up Dracula because he borrowed 20 silver from my character in college. Yes, that is a good character motivation. I love the mundane motivations, because like the big ones are nice and they're fun. The whole revenge plot is great. But sometimes it's just funny to be like, I want to go to college and I need money because school is expensive. So I became an adventurer. So there's something real relatable and fun about that. Tower Shield story? Yeah, Cove knows the Tower Shield story. Yeah, we were playing first edition, I think it was, because this person was a psychopath. And we just came off the heels of playing 5e, so very different shift. And I had a Tower Shield, which blocked all attacks, like 100% damage in one direction. And I'm gonna just guess here and say that I was too smart for the DM, because I knew how to use it really, really well. And he was like, oh, I can't actually damage you. This fight's no fun. He would treat the encounters like he was also playing and he was trying to kill us. And we were doing our best to, you know, keep up with it and not die and having fun. Well, we weren't really having fun. But every encounter after the first couple, he would try to do something to take away the shield. If there were any enemies, the first thing they would try to do was take away my shield. Like, we fought some frogs, and he was like, cool, you are very strong, but the frog tongue is stronger, and it'll pull your shield into the mud. And I'm like, cool. Or like, yeah, to go into this temple, you have to go through a crack in the wall, so you have to leave your shield behind. It's like, dude, come on. If don't give me a tool and then get mad that I'm using it well, and then try to right a way around me, right a way for me to get rid of it every encounter. Like, that's just poor planning on your part. Come on. Mobile enemies like frogs are built to walk around the shields. Exactly. I don't know what this guy was thinking. He was bad. After 3 sessions, I straight up messaged him and was like, none of us are having fun. We gave it a shot. Let's play something else. Now we kept playing with that group, and that group was just not good. They were just not great people. But I don't know. Met a couple nice people there, and we eventually became friends. Made an oath of devotion paladin whose mama's boy will fight evil that enters his domain because it's running the property values. That's pretty cool. Ruby, thank you. Achieved my forge cleric and have a max at 25 AC. Yo, Barry has 25 AC too. Nice. Listen, high AC, that's the way to go. But actually having high AC kind of messed up the scaling for my DM, because I have the highest AC and I'm also the tank. But the other players of my party have an average of like 16 to 18 AC. And so B has to scale all the fights so that I can actually get hit. And it's pretty funny. So everything hits hard. He can just make you slip or traps. Yeah. There were many ways around it, but he was also just not a great person. He was just not very nice. Anyways, not gonna linger on that. Well, how'd you get it that high? +2 shield. Shoot, what is that feat called? I'm Barbarian. Oh, geez. Got high con, dex, and strength, and the Barbarian feat where you can add I think it's like dex and constitution to your AC. Yeah, got a lot of stuff. Honey has a thing for high AC? Yes. Everyone in my party has like 22 AC and I'm 14. Oh, you're the squishy one. You're the squishy one in your campaign. Dark Dead, thank you for the 100 shinies. Jeez. You didn't have to do that. And Sun. Oh, woo. Oh, Sun, thank you. How you see in big health bars, and you start drilling. Yes, that's how I play my FromSoft characters. That's how I play my D&D characters. It's a good time. Abby is great. She... Neko, I can appreciate them, Neko. I can appreciate it. It's fine. I like big old health bars. I love reading D&D green text. I like hearing about D&D stories. They make me really happy. Once made a human paladin of Garl Glittergold, gnomish god of mischief. Whoop. He was raised by gnomes and wanted to spread his laughs and smiles everywhere. His favorite spell was grease for making slippery. Oh, that is pretty good, actually. Jasper, the only proper way to deal with accidentally making your players too OP with the king is to have a discussion outside the game and work together to bring balance back down to reasonable levels again. Trying to take things away, the game is not clever and it's just fruit. Exactly. Like, you didn't even have a conversation about it. But, live and learn. Abby Pointy. Let me see. If I remember her correctly, she got long hair. Frames her face. I made her head a little too small here. Baconeer, that's some bad DMing. I ran a game where I knowingly allowed my players to pick some off-the-wall race choices and work them in a one-on-one to make their characters. This is Pathfinder. Yeah, that's a rough one to play. One player was a literal nymph, and one nymph's key strength is their freakishly high charisma. They were great diplomats, and I let them flex that, but there were still times where it wasn't a strength that they could bring to bear. If you give it to them, let them use it. Yeah, exactly. If you give your players a skill or something, let them use it. And if it becomes too much, have a talk and be like, hey, I can no longer control or predict the outcomes of your sessions, and it's making it really tough to create scenarios for your D&D campaign. I'm like, literally just have a talk with your players and be like, yeah, this is a little rough. Is it okay if we make some changes or adjustments? Or like, what do you think we could do to make it a little more balanced? Have you DM'd before? I haven't DM'd before, no. I don't know how good I would be at it. Because, like, compared to my friends, well, then again, I actually have more experience than my current group. I have a friend who is almost a forever DM. But thankfully he gets to play, actually, pretty soon. And it's going to be fun for him. I'm glad he's not going to be stuck doing the same thing. But he DMs so well that I'm like, I can't top that. I don't know if I would enjoy DMing either. It takes a lot of planning and thought. Maybe I'd try running a one-shot, see if I'm any good at it. Also, Technodog, thank you for the sub for 3 months. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me just stretch real quick. The Deadmaster. I want to play Elden Ring, but my night shift has started and I got 11 hours to go. Jeez. Oh, that is a long shift. That Elden Ring's fun. I mean, like, if you got time, definitely give it a show. Give it a show. Give it a go. Gail, playing a kobold dancer right now as a jack of all trades character. I tank, I heal, I cast spells, I get up into melee, and I'm party face. Absolutely can't save against spell effects though. Charms Person held spell. Charms Person is such a good spell. Oh, it's so good. I have so many stories about Charm Person. Oh boy. And specifically how they failed in wonderful ways. Blazed. I'm currently the Forever DM in my group. If you enjoy it, that's good, but like, do make sure to find a group where you can be a player if you'd like to play. Vortex Art, thank you for the 100 shinies. Thank you so, so much. The drawing screen is really unfortunately placed. Is it? Not that I could see. As an example of letting them have a useful, powerful tool balancing around that, I had an imp player adhere to some old school Fey rules. So this high charisma, high buff diplomacy character had to make these their charisma without lying. Deception was allowed, but I was allowed them to be creative with their deception outside of the falsehoods. Made for a good character and fun for them. It's good. It's good to let your players be good at what they want to do. It allows some freedom. Abby's got long hair. Yeah, this is Abysma. She's pretty cool. I like her armor set. It's been designed, but it's pretty complex. I don't really have time to draw it. It's a lot. One way to work around high AC characters is literally just save them for last. Even turtles need to poke their heads out eventually. I think my DM has found ways of doing that by giving the monsters we fight some resistances very specific to the environment they're in, and that's very handy. It makes you think a little bit. Son, I haven't played much, but I'd like to branch out and play more personal variety. I still enjoy playing. Yeah, trying different kinds of D&D is really good. And you'll probably get that with different DMs. If you play with other DMs, you're gonna find that like games are different. They're not all the same. They're not run the same either. The size a little too big. There we go. Abby's more pointy. She's probably one of the more pointy characters I've drawn. Cute, yeah, I love Abby. She's cute. She's real cute. I think she's like 40. She's been around the block. She's lived quite a bit. Well, not quite yet. The campaign kind of jumpstarts her life. It's gonna be fun. Oh, she's very much a fish out of water, and it's gonna be great to play that. There we go. Pointy lady. This is Lilith from the Ahas. Actually, now that you mention it, it does look like Lilith from the Ahas. But no, I did not intend her to look like that. I can actually draw her helmet, her starting helmet. Let's draw Abby's starting armor. Because I love Abby's starting armor. It's a very nice design. I was really into Hollow Knight when I started designing Abby, so bugs, very nice bug theme. Cool, Aunt Lilith. Aunt Lilith is already cool. Not sure if that's color biasing, but she looks like a goblin Daphne from Scooby-Doo. Oh, maybe a little bit. I could kind of see that. Hollow Knight's super good. I love Hollow Knight. Let's see, she got the high collar. She got the chest plate. Every once now and again, our group will play a one-shot where we min-max as hard as possible just to get the super silly stuff out of our systems. Fighters make for good archers. Ooh. Gonna make an Abby model when Silksong finally comes out? Ooh. That's adding more models. That's adding more. Oh, but I do love Abby's design. It's so good. Listen, a Drow Paladin of the Sun. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. Man, I'm not great at armor. The Net Guy thinks stuff. Thank you for the resub with Prime. Welcome back. Is she a goblin or an elf? She's an elf. She is a drow, specifically. So, dark elf. So she's like 5'10", maybe 5'11". She's pretty tall. I wanted to try making a character that would be different to play than what I usually play. And so a Drow Paladin sounds pretty good. Excuse me. I don't think there's the shoulder pads here. Little like battle scars here. There we go. Sorry I can't stay, just want to drop by and say greetings. Thank you. No worries if you can't come by, it's all good. are using the cool and scary with my helmet but a goofball without it trope. A little bit. She's basically a nun. Excuse me. Because she kind of falls in love with the god of the sun. And so she just essentially devotes herself to it. So this will be fun because this is like one of the few characters where I've gone, oh, they are actually they're actually like really devoted to their god, because I've never done a player character like that before. I've always done one where it's very like not connected to any sort of divine patron. But this is going to be a new experience. Do goblins smell good? Do people smell good? Kind of smell the same. Maybe just shorter. If shorter was a smell. Sasha Marcy, thank you so much for the prime. Welcome to the tavern. Well, Drows in D&D 5 year dark elves. Yeah, they're dark elves. They're underground elves. Fun thing is, like, Abby is beefy. She's strong. Even though she got like a thin frame. I just added more and more points to her. Wanted to see how pointy I can make a design. Also, I kept this over from my past, from Barry. I gave her the cut side skirts because, listen, it's just a good aesthetic. Aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, this is basically Abby's starting armor. I'm running a campaign that's so custom I have to make all the gear and character sheets by scratch. Oh, that's just a new system entirely. I say Drow have Australian accents since they come from the land down under. I'm gonna mimic Jester's accent for hers. So I gotta practice my Jester. Because role-playing was a little bit different for this current campaign, since so many of the players are new. Some of them got so self-conscious they kind of dropped role-playing immediately as soon as two of them weren't doing it. And I unfortunately chose a voice that was unsustainable. So that is too bad. But it's not bad. It's okay. Next time we're just gonna have to try a little harder. Try to find a voice that we can maintain for long periods of time. I can give her long hair. I think I'd rather keep it tied up though. Twitchinger, thank you for the posture check. Can't roleplay for the life of me? That's okay. Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes you just get a little self-conscious and it's hard. But yeah, that's Abby. That's at least how she's gonna start out. I have plans for her later on, but I have no idea if they're gonna come to fruition, so we shall see. But yeah, it's Barry. It's my Barry. Ah, I love Barry so much. She's so good. I used to have a tiefling bard I voiced with an Irish accent. Ooh. I love Irish accents. They sound so friendly. And brand new. Been feeling good. Have returned to WoW after that ban wave that went down before patch 9.2 alive. Made the mistake of not disconnecting from a VPN when I got the mage tower death. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better again. Your character has been trying to prove to her father she's strong enough to inherit the sword and armor despite his desire for her to be a lady. Because that killed the voice of the original actress. Bye, Precursor. The tabard is armor aesthetic. Is that what it's called? Sasha Marcy? Oh, yeah. It reminds me of some characters from Adventure Time. Maybe that's why I can pronounce it. It's because I've heard the names before. Guess this character would never throw a brick to a god. Nah, Abby's too good for that. She's too much of a Too much of a good kid. I tried to do a voice, but it got tough to keep doing. Luckily, I have freedom when it comes to RP. I will say though, like using a voice is very important, at least for me when I play, because sometimes it's hard to tell when people are metagaming versus when they're actually talking. The Who Are Bear. I love Barry so much. Would hug. I would also hug. Barry's so good. I would pick up Barry and throw her as far as I could because she'd have fun with that. I'm trying to think of what else Barry has. I think that's about it right now. This is pretty close to level 3 Barry. She starts out all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to face the world. Then things get dark. She's going to take the vow that defends royalty, and she keeps her best friend's hair in her locket. Ooh, as a token. The fabled potion of accent change is a commendable item from QML improvements for gamers. That's actually pretty cool. That's not a bad that's not a bad item if people want to change up the voices they're using. Let's see. Is there anything else I can add to Barry? Probably a hand. Let's do the hand. I'm gonna try this again. Let's go. So we're gonna try drawing the anatomy under the hand first. I think part of the reason that I'm struggling with this one is because the line art is the same color as the layers below it. That does look a bit better though. Not as good as this hand. Sometimes your brain just don't want to draw hands. And you can't force it. You just gotta let it be. Crinkle Dan, that is exactly what happens. That is exactly what happens. Anytime Barry needs to get somewhere, like over a pit, what'll happen is our barbarian, our Goliath fighter will just throw her across a chasm. It works every time. What's your favorite D&D class? So far, it's got to be Barbarian. Honestly, it's good. It's simple. My brain gets it. It might just be because I'm attached to this character, though. That just might be the case. You are now later, honey. Yep, I am later, honey. It's my problem now. That's not bad. From the original underneath to what it currently is. That's pretty good. I would consider this a pretty good drawing. Like, this is not my best work, but that's okay. I'll probably look at this tomorrow and be like, oh, I can see what I can fix with it. Sometimes pieces take multiple days. I'm always impressed by people who can draw and finish a piece in one stream. That's difficult. That takes time and like a lot of learning. It's hard. You ever thought about playing 3 goblins stacked on top of each other, pretend to be human? I feel that's too much work. Too many voices you have to do. Too much role playing. Sometimes you just want to throw a bottle at someone with no consequences and not have to voice 3 different people. Kirby Pumpkin. This piece I'm making of you right now, I've started over 7 times. And that's okay. Sometimes that happens. I recommend holding on to the roughs that you do, saving them, and then coming back to them another day, because sometimes there are good parts in bad pieces. And they're very, very good because you can learn from them. I think there's a VTuber that's a stack of goblins in a trench coat. Is there? I want to know. I want to know if they actually exist. The fabled 3-goblin VTuber. Bucket. I miss playing my kobold because since he was one of the tanks of the group, he went down a path trying to make noise with our heavily armored dwarf, and he is really smart idea. Ooh. Carby, this one's much better? Alright. That's all good, so long as you enjoy it. Hey CJ, what's up? Jasper, that VTuber is me. I'm just 3 goblins in a trench coat. I knew it. There's no way you could be that cool. You had to be multiple people all at once. Hey, evildoers, thank you. I'm glad you like the style. I love her face. Oh, I just want to pinch your face and punch it at the same time. It's great. I feel like it would be fun. Are baby goblins called goblets? Maybe. I don't actually know. Let me go to the internet. What do you call baby goblins? A lot of people are asking if they're called goblets, and honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure. Wish I knew more about D&D, but I never played before. It sounds fun. It is very fun. There's a giant hand behind me. Don't address it, and it won't squish me. It's fine. It's fine. We just gotta pretend it's not there. Would call them a gobble. A gobble. Let's see. It's getting to about lunchtime for me, so I think I'm gonna stare at Barry's drawing real quick and see if there's anything I need to adjust before I head off. I must go get sustenance. I'll be back later if you're still streaming. Oh, thanks, Streaming Otter. But yeah, I'll probably not clean this up, but like just finish up the correction layer for this and then go grab some lunch because I am going to be on someone else's stream fairly soon. I'm curious about the stack of goblins in a trenchcoat VTuber. I think Julie had them in her Would I Steal It From You? Really? Oh, so Julie knows them. Okay, I'll have to talk to Julie. Maybe they're called gobbles or gobbies? Gobbylin? Is that you? Let's see. What else? Am I missing anything? I think maybe this eye has to be a little bit higher. Go beanies. I don't know if you call it. What are the baby moose called? Calves? It's completely different. Like baby quadrupeds that are like related to moose and horses are like are mooses. Moosies. Babies. Whose channel are you going to be on? I'm going to be on Lily's channel soon. Hey kids, how's it going? You know at least one friend of yours who can either make music or sing. Gaber Goblin Gary is a punk VTuber. Let's see, who else? Barry is also a metal VTuber. That's pretty cool. Thought baby goblins were crotch goblins. What? Crotch goblins. Never heard that one before. King Kai, thank you for the hydrate. Excuse me. Thought baby goblin. Don't care how dangerous, still hug a barbarian gob. Understandable. Who's to say we wouldn't, like, a barbarian gob wouldn't enjoy a hug? Let's see. Oh, right. I think she has an earring. Adjust it a little bit. There we go. Gosh, she got a little earring. I think Barry also has sharp bottom teeth, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I love Barry. Zorbinos, thank you for the black pudding. And Metafollow, thank you for the ear wiggles. I drew a kobold, it looks okay and I'm happy with it. Oh, I'm so glad it finished Doppler effect. That is awesome. I think I gotta correct her teeth real quick. It's always nice when you draw something and you're like, yeah, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of how it came out. Leon, thank you for the 200 Chinese. Good art as usual. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I think Barry has straighter teeth than me. They're still goblin pointy, but not the same kind of goblin pointy as mine. Keep flipping over my pen when there's an erase hotkey. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. 20's almost 3 hours. Did you finish your food? No, I'm about to wrap up stream fairly soon and finish up some food before showing up on Lily's stream. Also, Pandu, thank you for the breather team. And Seraptin, thank you for the head pats. Any gold teeth? Nah, no gold teeth. Barry was lucky she didn't have to get any teeth replaced. Is Lily gonna be on stream who is also a goblin? Yeah, Lily is also a goblin. We're actually gonna surprise her in a bit. So y'all get to meet her soon. Would Barry ever care about her relationship, or is she just independent for that? So Barry actually does have a relationship with a character, and she's very cute. I'll have to draw her some other time. Y'all meet her some other time. Will you come back after eating, or is that it for today? That'll probably be it for today. I have some more work I gotta do. And it's easier if I do the work off stream, just because I can really focus and hunker down and make sure work gets done. The Subathon is coming up. The anniversary stream is upon us. Also, sometimes I like listening to music that is not DMCA friendly. Not super Twitch friendly, and yeah, I don't want to have to worry about getting copyright claimed. Let's be goblins. Exactly. Just stretching my arms real quick. Oh, creaky cracks. Subathon. Anniversary. Subaversary. Right. There's a word for it. Subaversaries, right? Okay, working through the whole weekend too? Yes. My weekends are no longer time off. My time off is actually during the week. I take a little bit of time during the week to just relax, de-stress, and go outside so that I'm not inside all the time. It's great. I love it. I'm extremely hyped for the anniversary. Oh, me too. I'm so excited for the anniversary stream. I'm super excited. I want to show you all a lot of the works in progress, but at the same time, I want to keep it a surprise. But yeah, I think this is good. Meet Barry. I'll probably look at this like tomorrow and be like, yes, there are things I need to correct. But still very cute. Very good. Let's go back. Let's go back here and just vibe for a little cool down before I go eat some food. Touch grass? Yeah, touch grass. I specifically actually go to a library, and I spend at least 4 hours in it. That way I'm just away from my computer and not having to worry about responding to messages. Okay. I feel a little bad because I haven't been responding to certain messages fast enough, but it's because I've been turning off Discord during my work hours so that I can focus. We love Barry, very, very. Oh, thank you. I love Barry too. For clarity, when is the anniversary? I'm thinking of making it on the 23rd, so a Saturday. Because then I'll have been streaming since exactly a year ago. Because I debuted on the 24th, but that is a Sunday, and those are usually my D&D days. And we're getting to a point in the campaign where I don't want to procrastinate, push back the date, because it's some really heavy plot stuff's happening, and I want to see where it goes. But yeah, I'll probably do a subathon on that Saturday. But first I have to finish my taxes. I still have to compile a couple more forms, and then I can do it this week. I'm excited. I'm excited to get the taxes done with. It's a lot. Touch paper. Yeah, exactly. Touch book. Leave house. touch book that aren't yours. By the way, did you know there's bacon mayonnaise? I knew about bacon mayonnaise, but bacon gum? That's really cool. Jasper, right, taxes. Taxes make me absolutely existential. Please, can y'all just send me a check and I'll pay it? I'd rather do that. I don't want to have to compile and go through my whole year and worry that I missed something. Bacon flavored everything. Oh. Is her name Lily or is it like Lily Goblin or something? It is Gobble Girl Lily, but we call her Lily. Did you hear someone say bacon gum? The Baconeer, we did indeed. I didn't know that was a thing, but bacon gum is apparently a thing. That's kind of neat. Fun with Brian. Thank you for all the informative chill stream. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, thank you for dropping by. I'm glad you found it informative. Twitch enjoyer. Yeah, it's awesome. I got a whole pack last week and my brother ate all. Your brother ate all your snacks? That kind of sucks. But I mean, if you were sharing, it was fine, I guess. But no. What time are you crashing Lily's stream? Lily's an adorable sweet bean. I'm going to ask her, but I think I'm gonna crash it around 1:30ish was the time I said. So in about an hour. So that's enough time for me to eat and relax, kind of just get some rest in and make sure that I do all my dishes, because there are some dishes out in the living room that Co should not be dealing with. It's Hex, and I wish you all a great day. Good to know. Thanks, Hex. Hope you have a good day too. Twitch and Yep, no, it hit and he sniffed it out. Bacon is a very strong smell. I can see how you would sniff it out. Lily's and Shy Lily? Different Lily. Shy Lily is a Orca VTuber. Lily I'm talking about is a Goblin VTuber. Different. I made her model, so her model's so really good. I'm really proud of that one. CJ, have a good day. Thank you. Next, peace out. Have a good one. But yeah, let's prep. I haven't seen too much of Shy Lily's content, but I love her model and her design is real good. It moves so smoothly. Man, it's cool. VTubers are amazing. I love VTubers. There's so much you can learn from VTubers. But yeah, for a little context, Lily is doing Subathon to help her move in with her friends. So move out from where she is into with her friends. I think she's going cross country, if I might be mistaken, but she's moving in with a bunch of other of her friends, and that's what she's raising funds for. Vaporeon. Shy Lily was my first ever VTuber nearly 2 years ago. Really? I haven't seen any of her older stuff. I only know her newer model. Lily raising money to move a long ways. Yeah. So, check her out. Have a good old time. Let's start. What should the raid message be? I know another Lily. She's a fox mechanic and a channel mascot. Ooh, that's cool. Let's see. We can call it God Raid. That might be good. Throw a brick. Brick a God Raid. Barbarian Raid might actually be a good one. It's easier, catchy. Let's do Barbarian Raid. But yeah, I will be showing up to play a little bit of Jackbox, I believe, with her. Either that or with some Among Us later. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. I'm super excited to just eat some food and chill before hopping on. But yeah, thank you so much for coming over. It was really nice, and I was very happy to do some relaxing art. VTubers make my life better. They certainly make my life more interesting, and I like it. She used to have a really cute pink-haired model. She made herself. Oh, okay. That's probably why I don't recognize her design. Oh, thank you, Squiddy. But yeah, the Dang Master. Maybe I can. Maybe you'll catch me live next time. But I'm glad y'all enjoyed the art. Thank you so much for coming. There will be more berry art coming. You can be sure of that. I do very much enjoy drawing my dumb barbarian child. She's great. But yeah. Take it easy. I'll be streaming more art on Monday. I'll see you soon. Catch you later. Say hi to Lily for me.